Oh, welcome back to Club Merry. Welcome back to Club Merrylands for the 24-25 Champion of Club Champions pairs. Apologise for a little glitch there. We just had a slight power issue. Managed to get back our feed fairly quickly. But we are featuring the match between Narromine and St Ives. St Ives, Peter Shlager and James Barclay. And Narromine, Stephen Buttsworth and Duane Faro. Players are currently playing the first end. St Ives holding one shot with the blue bowl just to the left of the jack. The red disc blue bowls, however, are Duane Faro's from Narromine. The Champion of Champions women's pairs underway this afternoon as well. And we're streaming from Club Merrylands, but we're also having matches played at Mount Lewis, St John's Park, Guildford, part of the Merrylands group, Cabravale Diggers and Cabramatta. You'll be able to catch up on all of the scores from this morning's round, the draws this afternoon, and this afternoon's results when they're entered in BowlsLink, results.bowlslink.com.au, or you can download the Bowls Now app, available free in your app store, either the Android or Apple versions from the respective app stores. They are free of charge, published by Bowls Australia. Links to the results can also be found on the Bowls New South Wales website. It's a friendly little glide from Duane to get the shot. One bowl left to play. The orange bowls are James Barclay. So we just got to work out whose blue bowls are which ones, and we'll be okay. James having a little attacking shot here. Just got the edge of the front. So one to Narromine to get us underway. Peter Shlager. Sorry, that's Stephen Buttsworth, the dark coloured bowls. Now Peter Shlager on the mat. We'll just have a moment of quiet. Well, 2 shots to St Ives as that head stands. Decent opening from Peter Shlager. Oh, fantastic bowl from Duane Faro. Draws front toucher. You might look for a little cover now. Very difficult to draw another. And you can almost guarantee that they'll be attacking. Need to already give the players a reminder not to stand on the centre line. Oh, come in brilliantly. Good effort from Narromine there. Right in close. Nice safe line. I was looking probably to cover that side bowl. Stephen can get a little contact on the shot here. Got a couple of options. Oh, he's given it a nice little tap. He may well have pushed it far enough to be shot now. With that shot selection. So the orange bowl at the back still is shot. And pretty good home for that one. I would imagine that Duane will still play backhand. He's got his own bowl to turn up. Just wants to turn it on to that orange bowl. Get it past. It's just got to turn a bit more. Very good home. delicate situation here. Doesn't really want to attack too much, be too aggressive. Just wants to get another one in that area to prevent Narromine from converting this head. And just looking for a little bit of contact. If he can turn their own bowl just up to the jack. He's got a tighter line on this one. Wants it to get up to that bowl and give it one little roll. Well, he's just reached the bowl, needed to turn it up and over. Oh, they're going to declare that head. Stretch the end length out a little bit. A little bit shy with the opening effort from Shlager. Stephen Buttsworth, well, he's just outside shot range there. Both are around that metre or so short. Does force a change of hands. Steve Buttsworth, he'll also change to the backhand side. Two bowls, around a metre short, close to the draw range. Both teams deciding to play the open air, but well, Stevens dropped that one. Good 3 metres or so short. Green conditions here, a little bit sluggish. There's been quite a bit of rain around in Sydney over the last 48 hours or so. James Barclay. Push this one out. Not too bad at all, but still that just a bit more than a metre, that one. It's forming a nice big fence right across the front of this head. And Duane wants to make sure he's up, but I'm not sure he's going to get through that traffic there. Crashes on the very shortest bowl. Another one's going to crash into the traffic. does clear a little bit of the detritus out of the way. And just draw around the orange bowl there, just off the centre line down to beat the light blue. It's got the perfect line for it, but still hasn't quite sent this bowl. So it's definitely 1 to St Ives, possibly even 2 or 3 with that head the way it sits at the moment. But the 3 bowls in that contention for second, third, fourth shot are around a metre or so short. So for St Ives, they can play up on this hand quite not comfortably and confidently. Any contact on the orange or the blue on the way in there is their benefit. Both of theirs. You've got to be there to do it. He's left that one short as well. Changing over to play the forehand. I think he'll get past his own bowl. Get past that and back to Jack High. Be very close to scoring. But it's another one in that area. May just have popped it up enough to be second shot. Not sure. A chance for Peter Shlager just to play up through. Just gets around those, he's a chance to draw another shot. Yep, that one's in for at least 2. And there's a lot of traffic here now for Narromine to negotiate. He's given this one a bit more of a chance. Oh, that one, it's close to being the third shot. James Barclay, his mate showed him where to go. Just needs to get around that bowl. Oh, and he's caught the edge of it. Duane's decided to stick with that backhand side. Got a chance to get an easy second shot here just by getting in. Going to be just a bit wide or a bit quick, one of the two. Grass line okay to get second, but the weight pushed him through. If he had have been a bit narrower, he may have been a chance to sit anything there. James got plenty of room. That looks to be good enough to count. Oh, no, it's too far through, so... And overcompensated. 2 taken out. Now have a look at the rest. Two it is. Well, I think St Ives, they should... No, they didn't play it all that well. They should probably still go back to a full-length end. And, yep, that's the instruction. Roll them back. So we're not far off T to T. Just hold that one out a bit. Just falls into the Club Merrylands logo. Stephen Buttsworth, he's found his range with this one. Little touch on the jack. Very well done. Decent correction from Peter Shlager. Second bowl from Steve Buttsworth. Not quite got the speed required. One brilliant bowl though. We see that last replay from Steve Buttsworth. Very well played. A little bit through from Duane Faro, looking to play backhand and add to his mates' one shot they have at the moment. They're a little bit solitary there at the moment. It's the next three to St Ives. To have a problem though that getting them like forehand is a little bit of traffic. That's a good bowl. Could still be one shot to Narromine. That one. A little bit on the shy side from Duane Faro. Needed to give that a little more energy. Reminder that we are playing 21 ends. We are traditional Aussie walking pairs. Lead 2, skip 2, and repeat. Wants the jack with this weight. Got it back to his own bowls. Not coming back quickly enough. I think it is close to 2 shots. Well, the question asked there, was it just one? He's had a look and sort of given the arms up, arms down and said yes. So probably just the one shot at the moment. Needed to be a little bit wider, a little bit longer. That grass actually probably not too bad. If they're on track, they can play onto their own and turn it up, or just get the flick off that bowl from Narromine. Can also, if they can sneak under there and get a toucher, it would make 3 and make things a little more difficult. If it is just the one, there's nearly a chance to go for a little bit of weight at the orange bowl, plug it onto the Narromine bowl and push it through. As long as it doesn't jag on the blue one on the way out, then you probably end up with 3, maybe 4 shots. So it's an Ives here. Look to reach to the head. Can draw another one through that hole. Just need to get past those bowls. Just crashed. So a little bit of offence again with the players leaving their bowls short. Very difficult now for Duane Faro to get into that head. Doesn't really want to risk smacking his own bowl out either. If he's only one down, he could even possibly give him another 3 with the wrong contact. His mate has his own bowls on the way in there, so not a bad call to play on that hand, try and just get down. Needing plenty of run on this, wants to get right down through that hole. Well, mixed result, no change to the head. If the Narromine bowl wasn't out to the bottom right of screen, you could almost say go forehead big at the orange bowl, although it does look lined up to plant your own out and still jag in. So just try and draw. It's early days, you're leading 3-1. Try and claim your advantage. Bowl's coming in. On camera, it does really look like 2 shots. What's the edge of that? Well, they have pushed another one in. One conceded for sure. Wandering around. Should get a tape out. No, two for sure. Two it is to St. Ives. Not quite as full this time. Oh, Steve Buttsworth hasn't quite sent that one. Peter Shlager has set the challenge here now. Got one reasonably close. Hand draw for James Barclay. Just wants to get underneath that traffic there. The round is not going to be too bad either. That'll come into count. Narromine bowl on the path in on that backhand side. Around about the old 4 feet mark, 1.2 metres or so. Duane's just sat on the outside of the shot bowl. Close to second. James now. He comes in underneath those bowls on the way in. He'll be very close to counting. He's not going to get underneath them. Didn't have the weight either. Duane doesn't need huge correction. Just wants to get inside that blue bowl instead of outside like he was last time. It's just not going to come back for him. Just on the outside of it, so it is one shot to St. Ives as we cross for the second half of end number 5 of this men's Champion of Champions round 2 clash. We'll be bringing you the women's round 2 tomorrow. be Anne Fordham and Christine Key of Kingswood. And they'll take on the loser of Anna Vukelic and Maria Calabresi, West's women, against Sue Bradbury and Sharon Croker of Mingara. So I just believe they have the one. Well, got the nice little rub off the inside. Needs to get inside that orange bowl. Just going to get the outside. Weight would have been quite reasonable, I feel. Well, he's picked up the jack, trailed it back, be at least 2, maybe even 4 shots there. And he's trying to play through the head on his forehand side. Plenty of places to get a good result with. May have improved his lie a little bit, but it's still going to be maybe 3 or 4. Comes to have a look. So you have tuned in there to watch the champion of Club Champions pairs for 2024-5. We're coming to you live from Club Merrylands. It's men's round 2. Women's round 1 is also underway right at this moment. We'll be featuring a women's round 2 match tomorrow morning. And we move into the knockout phase on tomorrow afternoon for the men and Wednesday morning for the women. So we'll feature live score updates once we get to the round of 32, which is on Wednesday morning. So round of 32 Wednesday morning, 16 Wednesday afternoon, quarter-final, semi-final Thursday, and the finals on Friday morning. We will have the live score updates once we get to knockout for all groups. That's the round of 32 on Wednesday morning. Duane will be looking to arrive into this head. Just trying to get a little change up. Oh, he's got a glance off, touched it and run through. Still at least 2. They'll have a look at 3 and 4. Three taken out. 4th one being looked at. Put tape on it. Always the way to go. You're not sure. Put the tape on. It is 4. We're very close to T. That's probably a metre off being as long back as it can be in that jack. Oh, not that far at all, maybe 15 centimetres. It's not a bad starter at all from Peter Shlager. Steve Buttsworth. Well, he really needs to try and get a little bit of a run on here. Played a good bowl. This direction on the long end is opener. A couple of ends ago. It's not too bad at wall. I think though it's still one shot to St Ives. Well, very close to his own. And just pull this one across, or cross over the skippers. I think it's 1 to St Ives as the head stands at the moment. No real danger here, just wants to be up and close, won't mind running into their own bowls. Yep, pushed it up, that's at least 2. Duane Faro has played a bomb. 2 down to shot. Got to reach and arrive. Very hard to draw this bowl. So it says be up, make some contact. Oh, there is a little plant on here if he's got enough weight to push it. Well, it's not too bad a result for him. A little bit fortunate, but I think he wanted to be behind with this one. One to Narromine as the head stands. One very close to Ives bowl as well will make it difficult for them to score more than one, but now they need probably a bit of protection. Nothing really past the jack, but those out to the right, just behind Jack High, are both St Ives bowls. Any contact on that shot would be close. Yeah, instructions from Duane there, cover that one. Well, that's not too bad a result for missing what he was after. To come back in for a good third shot. There's still that chance to play weight to the shot bowl. Good 2, 3, 4, even 6 feet, even ditch weight onto that shot bowl. Should squirt out towards their own. Probably don't want to go too big because you want to get the jack to move, but not the bowl to significantly move. So controlled weight rather than a flat out drive. And, well, he's given him a bit more of a guide there as well. So I think Narromine really now, they want to just, well, Stephen put 2 yards on his previous bowl. And get it round and back to the back of the rink. And he's done that. That's a very good bowl. Well, it's not run as far as I thought it would, so it's a good effort. Really wanted it back to the blue bowl behind. We'll watch the draw shot from Duane and Faro while the skippers make their way back to the mat end. This one's set up this end though. That draw shot right back down to the jack. James Barclay looking for a little bit of weight onto the shot bowl. Very close. Wants this one. He's got a little split back. It's one shot to St. Ives now. And that's the bowl that the Narromine pair were looking to cover. Got to try and find the port and draw shot. Found the short bowl though. Well, not really sure about what to play here. Plenty of discussions. Honestly, there's three of their own bowls on the way into the backhand. I just don't want to make a shelf for Duane, and there is a lot of traffic short, so... He's going to try and play forehand, back himself to draw around and under into that gap. And that was the danger on that hand. He's turned a Narromine bowl up. I think that one's now one to Narromine. We're going to have some guest commentators come in. I'll grab a headphones each and pop them on. And we'll turn their volume up. Reckon we're better off without your volume, fellas?
Yeah, probably help.
We've got the greenkeeper extraordinaire.
Oh, far from it, mate.
Benny, and Cody, of course, our newly crowned state singles champion. Welcome to the stream from Club Merrylands, 24-25 champion of club champion pairs.
Thanks, mate.
How are you, mate?
Not too bad at all.
You
St. Ives in.
You have to fill me in. Who's using what?
St. Ives on the stream. They got the lighter blue and the orange, and the dark. Well, they're black with a bit of white, and the ones that just come down are Narromine. I think it's one to Narromine as we stand here. It'll get them to two. I'm going to stick a tape on it. That might be a little deceiving. Can't hear anything? Just have a chat.
Yeah, can you hear
Yeah,
me?
I can hear you.
Yeah.
It's not coming through though.
Oh, there we go.
There we go. Wasn't
Yeah,
pushed
mate.
in.
We're cooking now.
So it was one to Narromine. I'll press that button. That button. That button. And we'll be looking back down the head. So we've got Steve on the mat now, Steve Buttsworth. He's got the, well, I think they're black, but they're the darker with the white speckles. Well, busy schedule for you, Cody. State championships, then back to play platinum.
Yeah, squeezed a trip into Perth for Easter in there too. Ben's just getting a close up on the monitor, admiring his greens.
No. Just trying to figure out what's going on.
Don't think too hard, mate.
Game of bowls.
It's a good start.
Let's get that one in a little bit closer.
Oh, it's coming in. It's a
Very good
great
reply.
response.
Seems like they found the spare of the green pretty quick, which is good.
They've been playing longer lengths with St Ives rolling the jack. There's been quite a few short bowls in the way, so I think they're just loving the fact that Narromine have won the end and shortened it up.
There's a good start.
I think they had to change the length. Narromine, St Ives were scoring on the longer ends.
Yeah, it's unfortunate the rain. These things were freeing up nicely until we got a fair bit of rain over the last week. Still got their bending all right though.
Yeah, look, there's been a few short bowls, but as long as you remember remember to give it a little bit of a push, and still got to take your grass.
Very good start there by both the leads. This is the first couple of short events, basically, so it's a good start.
Cody, you got a few games in the rain up at Ballina, didn't you? Was it the singles missed out?
I was pretty lucky. I think I got one game of rain in the mixed pairs, but I was the only one who played in sunshine. I think the rest of our Merrylands players got soaked. Those the greens that Duncan are going up there, drainage is incredible. I just kept complimenting him how well they ran, considering the amount of rain we had.
Oh, he was out drilling holes in them on the last day.
I did see that.
And if you can hear it in the background, there are quite a few birds in the trees around here. Plenty of bird noises, which you wouldn't think in a suburb of Sydney, but
If you look straight across the apartment buildings, the big palm tree, if you ever want to come and see a bin chicken, there's your spot. You had heaps.
The Ives tree.
good bowl there from James Barclay. Might still be one down though. Duane's got a chance just to draw in here and tuck back around the corner. Just giving it a little bit too much of both.
This is a good spot.
Just slightly tighter on that club side on
I've been
rink
thinking
one.
the ditch.
He's after it. Oh, he's played great speed again. Just held out a bit on him.
So Ben, you were here at what, 6 o'clock this morning or a bit earlier than that?
About 5:30, setting everything up.
I know Cody was here at 7 when I arrived.
Yeah, that's a rarity. That
That is very rare.
that was I only turn up when Andrew Lynn's here for that sort of time frame.
I had to get in and put all of our live stream gear together this morning. Had planned to do it yesterday, but our delays in Platinum just held me up getting here.
I couldn't believe that. I thought there'd be plenty of washout games in Platinum yesterday, and we're the only ones that got washed out.
Carlingford was the only one who copped it too bad early. It's just a northern band. Saints, we had about an hour a bit delay. They played their first trial end and down came the rain and off we went.
Yeah, seeing the video on Facebook of chopping that, pushing the dew brooms around, trying to get all the surface water off.
Once that went, it drained pretty well. Lucky enough to get the rest of the game in.
It still like it ran pretty good too, which is good.
It wasn't too bad at
Considering the
all.
weather, yeah.
Just see a bit of consistency getting stuck out in that forehand. Chisel up on a tighter line. This one should be a bit better on line. All down to speed here. Doesn't want to take it too far.
Well, maybe
It's
a little
worked
bit
out all right.
fortunate.
Yeah, it's one of their balls there now.
Just wonder whether St Ives might be tempted just to play a little bit of weight through there. Try and get a little piece of that jack or a piece of their own bowl and run in.
Yeah, that was the call. Play a bit of yard of weight through.
Very precise calling. I like that.
Always good to know exactly what you're trying to play. Come in with a clear vision. Because if you're playing two different shots, you're not going to play either one of them.
He struck it on a pretty good line.
Very
Just
close.
hanging on the outside.
Great
It's
effort.
a lot better.
He hasn't damaged it at all. And the Magic not doing too bad in the Platinum pennants this season so far, Cody.
Yeah, just quietly ticking along, mate. We've had a fair few, well, not fair few, we've had a couple of personnel changes, so we were comfortable with how the side looked. We just had to make sure that, we got off to a good start. Took a bit of time to get to know each other's games, but it's a pretty comfortable group, feels pretty good, so we'll just keep ticking along, not make too much noise, and
Of course,
hopefully-
the washout meant you only had to play one game without your world champion.
Yeah, no, pretty fortunate, really. Just an incredible week that Jack had. Didn't surprise me, to be honest. I know he's only young, but just the way he's been playing and just watching firsthand, that's a great shot. Watching his development and growth, he's been unreal. I got a bit of a tear in my eye when I watched him embrace his mum and dad after he won it. No carry on, just sort of took it in his stride, and it was really nice to see how much it meant to him and how much it meant to his family, and because I know they've done a lot for him throughout his career, albeit quite a young one still, but he's done a fair bit in that time. It was pretty special. I know a lot of us here were setting our alarms early in the morning to get up and watch it. If anyone hasn't seen it, and you can get hold of the replay, the fifth end of the second set, two of the best backhand drives on carpet you'll ever see, and it was unbelievably clutch bowls.
I must admit, I nearly woke up the other people in my house going, "Come on, Jack."
In the area here, just needs to
Very
get off his
close to
own,
that.
run through. Yeah, he's done
He's
enough.
done
Great
that.
shot.
Well played. So for those who are trying to work out what we're talking about, if you've been living under a rock in bowls terms, Jack McShane, the Merrylands Magic player, won the Australian indoor singles, qualified to go and play in the World Indoor Singles Finals in Scotland,
Aberdeen, yep.
and won it.
At 19 years of age. I don't know if there's any if there's any younger winner. I haven't seen the record. But
I would
hard
doubt
to
it,
beat
but
it.
yeah. I thought his comeback in the game against South Africa was remarkable. 5-0 down after 5 in a 7-end set. Goes, what was it? 2-4, 4-2? 3-4?
Yeah, 3-2. They ended up
3-2 to
5-all
tie it.
first set, yeah.
And then plays a couple of absolute bombs in the last couple of ends of the second set to win it.
He's right in the area here.
Very
Just
close.
needs to hang on. Well played.
What a shot.
Really.
Great shot.
Of course, then in the final, started off very well and then fought off a fight back. Played a couple of absolute cracking drives to rip out some put the jack in the ditch, and was Jack in the ditch? I can't remember, but
Yeah, he got the shot bowl through the jack, and it stayed in by about 3 inches. The guy from England drew it 4 feet away, and then Jack ripped that off the rink for 3.
to just about nail that set down.
Even let out the Leighton Hewitt come on, and he doesn't get animated too often, Jackie boy, but Great speed
Yeah,
for a
great
shot.
2 to Narromine,
Yeah,
though.
that too, yeah.
Oh, press the wrong button. Damn it. All right, so what are we? 9-3 after 7 ends. 1, 2, 3. And if I press another 2, don't care that they're right. 9-4.
Yeah.
I'll have to do that again. 4 ends. 5 ends.
Yeah.
6 ends, and then I'll press. There we go, 9-4. We're on the right
The
one.
back.
The only problem with that smart scoreboard is if you muck it up, you've got to start again.
Start again.
So as you were saying, Andrew, going back to a bit of a longer length.
Yeah, all the,
Now they've got the mat.
well, Narromine was St Ives rolling the longer ends to start with, so when they did roll the shorter end, they didn't win it. So I think they've just decided they'll stretch them out a little bit, not quite back to the tee though. We were going nearly tee to tee.
Yeah, right.
I think Narromine just wanted to show us off the beautiful logo. Get it in full screen.
Well, that's probably a good move. No doubt we're here at Club Merrylands.
Looking to add about a yard.
No, you just fallen short again.
Of course, Cody, member of the Jackaroo squad, came over, part of the successful Keno New South Wales Blues side in the Australian Sides Championship. We are looking forward to possibly representing again in Tasmania this year.
Yeah. I think EOI's closing next week for that, or the week after. So yeah, got me EOI in, mate. I've spent my entire bowls career having to play up against the Keno Blues, and just hating knowing how hard it was going to be to even get a rink off them. So moving over here and getting the opportunity to play with them was awesome. Found out that once I was in that group, just how good a group they are, not just players but people. Had an absolutely wonderful time at Tweed Heads, and yeah, fingers crossed, try and do all the right things and play good enough to get picked again would be great. But it's just such an elite group, and there's so many young ones coming up. Like you say, Jack McShane just won a world title, and you know he's going to be pushing hard to try and get in that team now too. So it might be Merrylands in, Merrylands out.
Oh, I'd hate to be picking that side because 2 years ago, dropped one rink in the entire series. Last year, came in and won it again.
Yeah.
So the incumbents probably deserve another run, but not how selection works. You pick the ones that are in form at that time.
Well, that's why you've got the Australian Games record holder for the men chairing it. Might as well leave it to him and his crew to try and pick those sides. But yeah, you're right. Hard up to try and get it back to 12. I think there's enough players, enough quality players in this state. You could fill, 2 or 3 state sides for an alley shield. But whatever side New South Wales put out there is going to be quality, and it's going to be really hard to beat. So
players, of course, have a chance to impress for selection at the Inter-Region Sides Championship in a couple of weeks' time from now, which will be at Cabramatta, Cabravale and Mount Lewis across the men's, women's and senior men's. We will be streaming those games as well. But, some good performances in a region side could very well be the leg up to state representation for a few players. Yeah, a few of the incumbents probably looking over their shoulder going, well, who's going to get the tap on the shoulder to say, sorry?
I mean, the good thing is, I think, what I learnt from this year was those incumbents that did miss out from the Perth series. The the culture and the attitudes of the whole squad is so good. Like, they reached out to me and congratulated me, even though they missed out on a spot after being so successful the year before. So I think there's a pretty good understanding from a lot of quality players in this state that, you know, there's a lot of us, and sometimes you might just be the unlucky 13th.
You got someone like Jay Bruce, just won the state fours as well.
From the state singles the year before.
And got a run in one of the series. Jack, of course, just won the World Championship.
Jack Lewis, part of that state fours team as well. Wasn't Jay Bruce good in that final? Wow.
He was.
I accidentally brought it up with Steno. Completely forgot that he was in that final and may have made mention. Sorry, Lee, I'm doing it again, but that's a great shot. Let's get through. Oh, it just locks on.
There.
Oh, Silver Sinston.
I didn't know about that record at the time.
He's got a complete set of state championship badges, but they're all silver. Singles, pairs, triples, and fours. I think he might have actually 2 triple silver ones. So, made this final 5 times. That's 5 times more than most people.
I was going to say, you've got to take the positive out of that. It's pretty hard to make a New South Wales state final, but to do it that many times is pretty impressive.
Has got a gold medal, though. Interzone, the Interzone Championship, the last one.
Oh, yeah. They gave us an absolute pasting in the semi-final. I remember that. That was good. There you go, Lee. One back. That was at Northmead.
Yeah, we can't give him the nickname Silver, though, because that's already taken at Warilla by Jeff McGillivray.
Sounds like another story.
I was just going to say,
I think it's referring to his hair colour.
Just needing to hang on here. Gets the right connection.
Well, he's got his own
Yeah,
up.
he got his own up.
That's close to shot. His mate's pretty happy.
A little bit of a hand up of apology. Probably didn't mean to get it that way.
So, guys, who's the Merrylands pairs champion? And they're in this?
Yeah, they're over at Guildford. Luke Fleming and Matty Panowicz. So I think they had a loss this morning. So they're playing the Bargo side. So I think a bet's got to go their way now, like on margins, and whoever wins the game tomorrow morning at St John's will probably rely on if they make it through or not.
On a result, yep.
So they'll need to have a win this afternoon and then have Bargo have a win. But anyone, it's probably a strong section by the sound of that.
Yeah, we've had, what happened over there? So I think how long had they been here? They joined us from Austral, and I reckon it was only a month or 2 after they took out our club pairs.
Yeah.
And they had a close-ish loss this morning and then an injury. Poor Matty's back.
Matty's back out.
He's out, and Steve Hutchison's subbing at the moment. Sorry, Matty, but you might have been the weak link, because I think Flemo's leading at the moment.
Yeah, winning by a fair bit, I think. And then we got Sharon and Kerry Farrell over at Mount Lewis at the moment too.
St John's.
Really? St John's, is it?
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, well, there you go. So
He knows because he's had to emergency career some bowls over.
Sent a set of bowlers over, yeah.
And Sharon turned up with 2 of each set, 2 different sets, didn't she?
Oh, well, I wasn't the one to bring it up on live stream, so that's good. Thank you, Andrew. Yeah, that occurred. We haven't had that here. Did you bring that up this morning? No, Mr. Donaldson, Pixie, unfortunately turned up with 2 sets. He wasn't sure which one he was going to use, but he only had 3 of each, so he's got another set of mine out there at the moment as well.
So when I see Craig again, I hold up 4 fingers. So how many fingers am I holding up, mate?
Exactly.
All right.
He's playing some weight, looking to land or trail here. Plenty of his bowls passed. He's right
that's a good
in
line
the
on
area.
that side too.
Just going to hang.
Just a little bit too quick.
Drop.
Got the outside of it. It's probably still a couple to Narromine.
Yeah, that front black one would be close.
Well, they're having a good look at it. Want to walk around in circles and have a look? Just pull the tape out, fellas.
Someone doesn't want to bend down and measure.
Man after my own heart.
Here we go.
Well, I've got to say, Matty Peterson playing third Platinum yesterday. Had to go back to his bag and get his measure out.
Yep.
did get a little bit of stick about that.
Was it worth it? Did he win the end, or?
I think they did.
Yeah.
You'd think a Platinum team out there, one of the 8 would have a measure in their pocket. No.
No.
Well, so obviously the other third didn't have a
No.
measure either, did he?
Oh.
Although I can't talk, I play third and forget me measure sometimes. And me chalk and...
Did I just see you Snapchatting yourself on commentary?
Yeah, someone's going to try and beat Tom's record.
Caught out. I like it. Narromine will be looking to put the jack in a similar spot. Using the logos as their range.
All right. Can we see that scoreboard, fellas? It's just
9-6 on 8.
was the 2. There we go. Well, let's try looking at the end-on view. And we've still got the Club Merrylands logo on
We
screen.
do. How good is it? Great start here.
Yeah, very good start, Steve Buttsworth. He's started to find his range. He was struggling a little bit for the first few ends. Down 9-1s, 9-6 now. That coincides with Steve finding his range.
Just looks like he's giving his bowl more of a chance, you know. When it rains, gets a bit slower, you sort of got to start sort of drawing through the jack rather than to it, giving your bowl a chance. If you're missing pass, giving yourself a real... Tell you what, some of our apprentices around here got no idea.
I wish someone would take a picture of Tom Rich's haircut at the moment. It's still got me beat how someone's paid for it, but he enjoys it.
What'd you get if you won the bet?
Oh, look at it.
Surely he's got to get on a camera somewhere.
Is Kira Sealy taking photos? Do we get her to take a photo of it?
If that was any worse, it'd be on an NRL footballer.
Yeah.
He thinks he is. He's
Yeah.
a West Tigers fan. He put his club before. He put Merrylands ahead of West Tigers yesterday. We were going to go out to Leichhardt, but he was there supporting his team at Wenny and missed an absolute thriller at the home of the West Tigers. But you know,
I'm giving him a stir, obviously.
8th wonder of the world allegedly, Leichhardt Oval. I was trying to find the official record online, but I can't find it. Bit of a momentum swing here.
Yeah, just said the boys from Narromine are just giving their bowls a bit more of a chance to find the right line, right length.
This is not Duane's first game on a live stream either. He was on one at the rookie state finals a couple of years ago.
Very good.
Because a couple of years ago, in my remembering of streaming people, could be anything between 2 and 10. But I think he's in the last 4 years or so. I've had a couple of people come up and talk to me like I'm their best friend, and I'm looking at them and I just think, who are you?
You're everyone's best friend.
And then
Andrew.
they said, I met you at the rookies final in 2004. It was like nearly 20 years ago.
That's scary.
Does that make you feel a bit old, mate?
Well, when Jimmy Reynolds was the junior singles champion the year I started working in Bowls, New South Wales, so
Wow.
1996.
When you started working in Bowls, you said like
Yes.
96. I was just about ready to start school then.
I don't was even born then.
Yeah, but
29 and a bit years ago.
Very good.
still can't believe you're younger than me.
I thought you were twin brothers this morning.
Yeah, we are. He was 4 years after me. Just a long labour.
Yeah, a few people today have actually come up and congratulated me about the state singles win.
You did play a vital role.
Yeah, I've just accepted it now and just say thanks to everyone.
Hey, I get lots of compliments about the green, so I'm happy.
All right, so Steve on the mat now. I've been on that camera for a while.
Bit of a thigh slap. Don't think he's happy with this one. No, it's
Could have
going
been a
to pretty good
decent
area
spot.
there.
He had a right line. He just put too much on it. But
The good thing is
instead of a spot, he split that bottom two blue bowls.
he's missed long rather than missing short, which is, to me, missing short's the wrong thing to do.
Yeah.
Because I think I've seen one jack bounce up the green this year in any streams at all, and I think it worked out we've done something like 100 matches already.
It's a great shot here.
What a great shot.
Plenty of them go back just like that.
Yeah, without that Narromine bowl there, there'd be 3 down.
Yeah.
Good thing with that, he stayed with it, so it's not a real good view of it. Might be trying to just crash into it and push it onto the jack.
It's on the tight side.
Probably aware that it's tight and just gone nearly no bias instead of minimal.
Be looking to land that bowl in Narromines, bring a couple more in, or forehand draw through their own.
I think I'd be backhand to try and land the bowl because I wouldn't be trusting myself not to be narrow and push my own onto it. Because the 2 bowls from Narromine are straight behind that draw. The darker blue right at the back.
Yeah. And the black one.
Yeah, well, you play this and pick the gap. If you do miss it, you're going to be getting in a good home anyway.
Well, if the albatross was watching, he'd say, I'd tell you to play to try and sit the shot bowl because you would miss and you'd end up in a good spot.
All right, he's going to prove us wrong. Let's draw another
Pretty
one.
good spot here.
He's played it very well.
Picked the right
Oh,
line.
didn't want to turn that over. Oh, not too bad at all.
Not bad.
Very good.
Does leave a little gap there, though. You can see Duane's looking at that now. Delicate shot, though. You just got to get that right amount of speed. Turn around the short ones. If he gets it right and gets the split, can make 3 shots.
You see, I'll be the type to make sure I nominate now if I'm wide. I can get off that wing bowl just in case it happens.
Well, there you go. Slower greens, you tend to find that you do have to play that reaching weight, though.
Yeah. Even when you're holding.
Whether you go narrow or not's the big thing. Don't be narrow when you're holding. Usually.
Just let it go. If you're wanting this just to hold a bit.
The good thing is that
In
one.
a zone here.
Just having a look.
And clear the front. Oh, it's a great
Great
shot.
effort.
He's made one.
Oh, he's not too
Stephen.
short. Oh, he's
no.
close. He's close.
Oh, Stephen, you went early on me.
Peaked too early.
Got excited, but
Very good shot.
the good thing is, though, he's just made that little shelf for himself now. He can play almost the same again. Jack's available. Even if he sits his own with that same weight, he'd nearly flop in for shot.
Yep.
Very much so, yep.
And if you sit the back one, I think that's the one that they think it's a measure with.
So I would think we'd see James come down on his backhand. No.
And he might be just trying to say, well, I'm going to beat him to that shot. Very safe line, do you think?
Yeah, big tendency to be wide. Not probably doesn't want to trail the jack, but
If you thought you could get back on the backhand and the jack high one to the right of screen's not shot, I reckon if you touched it in the back and flopped it over, it wouldn't touch the jack and you'd be 2.
if you're
The other
Duane,
thing is, if you're a little bit wide, you cover those 2 at the back.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, I think that just with that orange bowl's finished, it gives Duane a little bit of comfort knowing that if he does get to his, it's probably not shooting out of the head anywhere. If you're playing with 3 to 4 feet,
I think he'd play it almost exactly the same as his previous one. Be very close.
how's he done? Oh, he's
He's
chasing
after
it.
Slightly wider. Can he come off that one like
this-
Cody
this
nominated?
one I nominated.
Oh, he's got too big a piece of it. Well, if you're holding one now, you tempted just to play a safe line in the backhand.
Yeah.
Yeah, you get the outside of your own, you bring it in for 2.
Especially where that his last one's finished. You don't want to be doing anything silly and hitting that up.
If you get back down to the jacks, okay. With the right speed. Get to the front of it with the right speed, you can almost make 3.
Guess it all depends too if he's holding, if it's close.
I don't see a lot of danger on that backhand. The only way would be if you were horrifically wrong with your weight.
Confident call. Played as you down some. James Barclay. All on how much bend you're going to get here. Just going to wreck the front. Probably not quite enough speed for what he was after, but
Quick walk around again.
yep.
Well, it was that one on the side that was a counter. I got it wrong. I always say those camera angles are very deceptive.
Very deceptive.
That's because we're quite a few metres behind on a bit of an angle.
When are you going to get the spider cam in, Andrew? You've been asked for that a few times.
We want it, yes. Getting it set up's a problem. You got to link it onto a wire, or people keep thinking the drone is what they want.
Oh,
I always pass. There's a certain cranky bowler. We say, how would he react if he was down and the drone was floating above him? And they go, oh, yeah. I'll let you decide who the cranky bowler is.
ooh.
We won't say any names on here, though.
Okay.
Not going to get you in trouble.
I was going to say, I was struggling to narrow it down to 1.
Oh, there's plenty of them.
Peter Harry, surely. He's a cranky bowler, isn't he?
Yeah, give us a wink.
How are you, Mr. Director? Excellent.
All right. Didn't see the signal there.
There was one to St. Ives.
Just the one. So I press that button, I'll go to 10.
Stem the flow.
Well, 10-6. We've played 9. 12 to go.
You pick a winner at this point, Ben?
No, definitely not.
Oh, come on, have a go.
I'm not allowed to pick winners because every time I say someone's going to win, they don't.
On.
And we're also not, even if someone's like 17 in front with
Yeah,
4
you
to play, cannot
definitely
declare them
can't
winners
call it,
because the couple of times we've done it, it's been the commentator's kiss of death. We did it one year. We said, oh, they couldn't possibly lose from there. They're 15 in front with 4 to go. 5, 5, 5, 2. Got beat.
Oh. That'd never happen to me. I'm never 15 in front.
Be a nice thing to be, wouldn't it?
Just hoping for speed. Line's good. Just trying to chew through the logo.
Oh, it's,
About a metre.
yeah, I think it's the blue one at the back's that's shot, but
Maybe a little bit less than a metre.
we need the marker in teams events, even though the laws don't really provide for them. But I do actually like it in the international matches and the big games where they have the marker on with the paddles up. Just helps out those watching on.
Just looking to add 2 feet to a metre here, Stephen. He's found that. No, not quite. Well, it's 2 in an area, especially over that longer length.
Yeah, look, he's he's making more bowls effective than he was in the first half a dozen ends or so. Or 4 or 5 anyway. So definitely getting better, and that's why it's only 4 the difference there. Seen 5-1 the last few ends in favour of Narromine. Pretty much since you guys come on board.
Oh.
So maybe you're Duane's
Might
lucky
be
charm.
Just be a good luck charm, yeah.
Because Narromine, the home of the Royal Flying Doctor Service.
Oh, how can you not like it?
I was just going to say that's brilliant.
The
James
Royal
Barclay.
Flying Doctor Service has a facility out there. The tourists can go along, and there's a few experiences and a visitor centre.
Yeah,
So,
okay, yeah.
so not too far west of Dubbo.
I was going to crash
Right,
on the
just
front.
crashing, yeah.
Speed would have been alright, I
Yeah,
reckon.
the right line too.
I'll admit, Narromine's one of the places I have not been to. It is on my bucket list
Yep.
to go to the RFDS Visitor Centre. There's plenty of places on my bucket list though.
What's the top?
Or don't know about top. There's a few. I want to go out to Western Plains Zoo.
Yeah, okay.
Been to a test at the SCG, so that was a pretty good one. I wouldn't mind going to Boxing Day at
You
Melbourne.
were just going Boxing Days up there.
I don't support
Although-
either of them, but
although-
Anzac Day.
Yeah,
Collingwood Essendon.
Thought you were thinking Roosters Dragons, mate.
No, I want a big crowd.
A real sport.
Don't get me in trouble on here.
the idea of being in amongst 100,000 people is not appealing to me though.
Oh, come on.
There's too many people, I reckon.
Been to a State of Origin and loved the theatre. But,
That's good, isn't it? State of
yeah,
Origin.
The theatre of it is great. The fact that you're in amongst all those buffheads is not.
I went to the one they hosted in Perth when I was still living over there. 65,000. Absolute ruckus. And Blues Pump Queensland, so that was a good thing.
Yeah, AFL or NRL, Andrew?
I don't watch the AFL that much.
Yeah.
I've actually played Aussie rules.
Yeah, right.
Played for the school. Played for the Byron Magpies one game.
Ruckman?
I can't even remember where it was.
How many did you kick?
Oh, about 2 balls.
It's probably better than what I'd be doing.
I wasn't a regular player, but there was no other sport on that time. I was out mowing the lawn. One of the blokes I went to school with poked his head out. What are you doing? Just mowing my lawn. Busy the Savo? Well, come and play footy. We're short.
One of the best decisions you made, you reckon?
Well, he said if it's round and it moves and it's around your head height, punch it. If it's around and it moves and it's about your foot height, kick it.
Kick it.
So what if it's somebody's head? And he went, oh, well.
Same rules apply.
I was a cricketer before I became serious about my bowls. Played for Far North Coast
Just looking for a clear run out.
a couple of times.
Lost track.
Probably should have given the cricket away a bit earlier and taken up bowls a bit more seriously, though. Have you ever met anyone who said they wished to have taken up bowls later in life rather than earlier?
Later in life.
Yeah, never met anyone who said that.
No.
Maybe someone who wanted a game in the rookies. That's about it.
Yeah, I wouldn't have minded a run in the rookies. I was about 20 years too late, I think.
I took up the game seriously in 1983. My mother was the caterer at a bowling club up on the north coast, and the pennants was on. I'd gone out to help work. I looked out and I thought, that big so-and-so playing bowls out there, he's in my class, I could play bowls. He was a handy sort of bowler too, that fella. Named Cameron Curtis.
Oh,
Pretty handy.
He's in my Year 7 class. did give me a few beltings.
Yeah, I think he dished out a few over the journey.
Played in a junior singles tournament at Brunswick Heads when their greens were absolutely sensational.
Good
Great
shots.
shot there.
Round
In
robin,
the right line.
game 1, Cameron Curtis, game 2, Kelvin Kirko.
Oh, who had the tough section?
Oh, well, that was the final series, round robin, 4 of us. Well, it came 4th by a long way. I managed to get 5 off both of them, 25-5, 25-5.
It's probably better than what I'd be doing.
In hindsight, pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah, you take that. Not sure you would have felt that way at the time.
No. Well, Duane,
Just wanting
He's
just
on the
to
right line
run.
again.
Is it
he
gonna
played it pretty
reach?
Very
well.
close.
What a shot.
Oh, yes, well
Yeah,
played.
he's
drawn it.
Very good.
Two very good shots by the skips then. Just locks that head down a bit too. I don't think James will get back around the front on the backhand. And it's all Narromine bowls coming up on the forehand. So pretty tough shot here.
That is one of the unique things about bowls, though. You hear people say, oh, I've gone off to play in this tournament and I've drawn Cody Packer, I've drawn
Marching gun.
Aaron Sheriff or whatever else, and it's like, oh, how'd you go? Well, not real good. Did you have fun? Oh, great game.
Yeah.
Enjoyed it. Got belted, but loved the experience. So I'm not going to go out and play cricket against, well, Glenn McGrath, Brett Lee, all those guys. Not that I want to face them. But that's the thing about bowls is, though, you can rub shoulders with the world champions and you find out they're just ordinary people. Mostly.
Yeah, well, I'm going to put the world champion through some coaching sessions on Thursday.
There you go.
Bit bizarre, isn't it? Get him out there for platinum training on Thursday. Or, no, he doesn't get back till
Yeah,
Friday.
they get back till Friday,
Oh,
yeah.
I have to wait a week. That's disappointing.
Was he going to be stood down because he didn't go to training?
Yeah, we'll bring him back through the Magoos.
No, you got to play number 2s because you weren't at training.
I'm sure that'd go down well, actually. Just knowing Jack, he'd understand.
Well, Duane, can he do it again?
Oh, I just don't know if he'll get back. He's the tighter side of the green.
Yeah, well, that lovely one there's probably in the road here.
He's just got to shave it and hope he gets some bend late. He's not bad.
Very close. Oh,
Oh,
fair effort.
Probably didn't quite have the speed.
yeah. 2? 2 to Narromine.
10-8, keeping it nice and close. Oh, that mat is on almost exactly the same position it was last time in this direction.
Yep, 10-8 on 10. Andrew, if you got that, yep.
All about the details, our Ben.
I'll tell you what, we were almost in the same position that we were coming this direction last time because I'm bang under the Club Merrylands logo without touching the control. And we're just at the back of the shot without touching the control.
Looking after you, mate.
It's great to see.
Where else would you want to be, really?
Well, it's not raining, so you've dialed in the weather beautifully for this afternoon.
We might commentate early in the morning. Try and stop the rain for tomorrow.
Keep the rain off early. I don't know if I want to be here at 7 again. I'll try. The key is I'll try.
Is that the earliest you've gotten up since you started here?
Earliest I got out of bed or earliest I got to work?
Both.
Yeah, probably. Got to be here late, mate.
Straight up to that.
We've had our late nights this year at state champs. Some certain fella winning a singles kept us up till nearly 9 o'clock.
Good fella.
It was running off Perth time.
Extra speed here. Oh, he's got not quite the angle he wanted, but he gave it a chance. It's this is sort of speed you can get away with more of up through bowls, and you tend to get more positive results the more positive you are with your weight. Bowls don't tend to fly out of the head as much, so
You tend to, I think, on the slower greens, try and draw deliberately just that little bit narrow, a little bit heavy.
yep. Ben's natural game, really. Tight and heavy.
Yeah, straight up the guts.
Benny made his Grade 1 debut this year,
Yep. Was some miracle.
out of nowhere. Absolutely burnt at Ulladulla. Come back here and no one would believe me.
Yeah. And they see me play Pennants on Saturday and they thought they can't be the same bloke.
Platinum reserve player.
Absolutely. Yeah, actually, that's a good idea. You've obviously had that suggested, surely. A reserves grade for Platinum.
Well,
Pennant restructure again. Why not? I'll throw out all these ideas. You'll get the comments through Facebook, and then I'll nick off.
no, look, the reserve grade in the Platinum has been floated around before, and for the top grade,
Just
not
pulling up.
sure it's what the direction that wanted in New South Wales. I do know they play a reserve in the
Queensland?
P or Q.
Yep. There is
we
a
are-
reserve Premier League in Victoria, but it's a bit different. It's not every Premier League club has a reserve or whatever. It's one or the other. Good speed there
Yeah,
from
try
the high
there.
side.
The Platinum is it's an elite competition and it's aimed at promoting with the elite players, and you're focusing on the 3 rinks, the 12 players, and I think that's probably the marketing and promotional arm that we want. Not that I make the decisions.
Yeah, but you sound sensible with what you're saying. Pass the jack. It's a good
Oh,
shot.
well played.
Pump him up, yeah. Holding two.
It's a bit like I go back to my club and they say you call a better game than you play. So
Yeah, but when you do something so well, you can't really help it, can you?
I've never played a bad bowl from the commentary position. I have said, I don't know why they're playing that hand, and go, oh, well, that's why. Some people see their head differently. That we keep saying there is no wrong call. It's just how well you play what you do choose to play. Sometimes you look and think, there probably was a bit more chance on the other hand. But in the end, sometimes you're better off playing the shot you see because that's the one you're going to be able to play.
Yeah, it's one of those interesting things, isn't it? You can look at a head and between 3 people you get 3 completely different points of view about what shot to play. Very unique game in that sense. Good connection. Not quite finding the hole though.
And the good thing is, though, he's now got his bowl jammed up against the orange shot bowl. So you play that same weight again, hit your own in the back, yours jams in, the orange floats out, and you're holding a couple.
Yeah, James just asking Peter to give himself a chance. Confident draw through Peter's shorter bowl, trying to change the look of this, knowing, like you said, Andrew, that the Narromine bowl sort of planted on their bowl to go straight out of the head. He's played the line for it. It's all on speed. And not
Just I
quite
think he
getting
should
it
have.
up there.
That's a good miss
Good, yeah.
in one way.
It has gone in the way of that shot you were calling.
Can still do it in the backhand, though.
Yeah, I'd be giving myself a chance up under the orange. Got balls past the jack, so it's in an area
There we
here.
go, eh?
Just needs to find a way under the orange. Oh well,
Oh, it's another great.
just another one in the area.
Yeah.
I'll be drawing out to the orange bowl, hoping just to work back. You get a little touch just to bring it towards the left of screen. And he's remembered, thank goodness. You just get a little touch across to the left of screen. You'll be holding 3. You don't want to drag it back at all.
Just doesn't want to be tight through the black Narromine bowls. Not
That's
enough
why
speed to do any damage.
That's why I'm saying drawing out to the orange one. You
Yep.
actually want to get
Yeah.
the winner off that orange bowl.
If anything, now it's made it a bit easier for Narromine now. He's hit that blue one out of the road.
Yeah, I think
He
he'll
can stick to that backhand that, or forehand he was playing earlier.
Yeah, I think
number
now
of chances there, isn't there, on the forehand for Duane.
yeah, a bit wide. You can get the nice little friendly slide.
The educated glide.
And if you happen to be a fraction, even if you're wide, get your own bowl on the edge, you can push it in towards the jack. Still a big chance to get rid of the orange. You've got the best back, so
Hit about 4 bowls and get shot at.
2 to 3 yards away.
Apologies, any one of the 4 bowls. But no, it looks like he's going to go back in. Try and draw it
Well,
cold.
there you go.
Touch of the jack to his own. That's what we're talking about. You can see it different ways.
It might also look different when you're standing straight on. Looks like he's playing the reaching weight though,
Yeah, he's got good weight.
or the reaching line
Just
anyway.
not going to hold, but he's done enough. I think
Well,
he
Oh,
sure
it's
has.
falling down, yep.
laid it down. Done it with the minimum weight, so that's probably not a bad option. Might have been just looking,
Draw the shot.
yeah.
I'm not good enough to draw within that, so I'd be arriving forehand if I was playing that shot.
I don't know, I think Ben Twister's still having nightmares about you drawing shots, Cody. Or was that Ben that did that?
No, it was Ben. I was back here cutting and rolling. James in the area here.
Well, he can get
All
his
on the
own.
connection he gets. Runs on.
Oh.
Oh.
Great head.
Well, there's 2 bowls left to play, so he can't just put it in his pocket. You're in a hiding to nothing playing this bowl, aren't you?
Yeah. I mean, even if you do play to land that wing orange to get another one in there, you give St. Ives another bowl past the jack. So you got to weigh your options. What do you think's going to happen more? Is there a chance your bowl goes out of there clean, which if James was to play the forehand onto his own, there is? Or do you just try and pass the jack again and get maybe the best back? Which, oh no, they already have.
Pop one on the
Land the orange.
pop one on the centre line, 4 metres short.
Oh, that's a Mason Lewis special, that. He loves playing the blocker, Mace. Although, he's arriving. Guess the hole, he's
Oh,
played
he's
an
very
absolute screamer.
What a hanger.
Well,
Not quite second, but he's guaranteed third.
unfortunately for him though, it might have just locked that orange one in place. You're only one down at the back if you go big, so maybe go big straight at that middle orange.
Forehand's a shot. Get the light blue through the black neat. Chance if it gets on the jack down the line to their own.
And you're only one down at the back anyway. So if you're one down there, one down at the back, you don't lose anything. Got a chance to make maybe 2, maybe even more. Hit your own. You might even be lucky enough to get both of those black bowls straight out of the head with minimal collateral damage.
Forehand, firm-ish. Better to miss on the tight side.
Ditch weight.
Yeah, I'd be getting to the ditch. I'd be getting to the ibis tree across the road. It's a great haircut, Thomas.
I reckon the Ives could come and nest in that hair.
So you're going to use my draw weight.
Yeah. Yeah, just thunder it up there. Yeah, he's playing firm. He's on the
Yeah,
high
he's in the
side,
high
though.
side, yeah.
Is
He's not
there
going to come back with that
any
weight.
result left out there? No.
Great end.
Just the one. Narromine score again. Bring it within 1.
Just the one shot in it now.
I reckon if Stephen and Duane hit the front, Peter and James might be telling you and I to leave.
Yeah, so
Used to see on one of the old bowls chat groups before Facebook really took off. People put up a picture of a head and said, "What would you do here?" And there was a couple of times I answered, "I'd be using 10 feet of weight, hit that bowl, and take all three of mine out and drop 4." And they'd say, "Why would you try to do that?" I didn't say, "What would you try to do?"
What would happen? Yeah, you have days like that in bowls. Doesn't matter what you do, it goes wrong. I try and put the bigger weight away when that happens because I know I'll do a lot of damage. Just cover. One down, I might cover. It's probably safer.
Oh, look, one of the days I do remember is social bowls, biggest margin won the money. We were 20 plus in front. There was nothing above 10 on the other scoreboards. And my mate said to me, "Sit that bowl and make 2." And I thought, no. So I used pretty much ditch weight, aimed about 10 feet wide, clipped one of our terrible bowls on their boundary, got 3 of their bowls out and made 6. And he said, "Oh, great bowl. I didn't see it that way." And I went, "Neither did I."
Oh no, great bowl. Not sure.
All I was trying to do was miss. I thought, why can't I do that when I try to do it?
Maybe that's a secret.
Well, you know the art of flying is to learn how to throw yourself at the ground and miss.
Yep,
You've read Douglas Adams as well.
sure have. Good area here.
Oh.
Needs to drop in.
Stephen, just a bit long and a bit short. That one's back at the
Good
back.
area again.
It's that light blue one's not too far away because the jack's on the bowl in the Club Merrylands logo, and the blue bowl's just sitting below the E, so they're not that big. That's only 30 centimetres or so, maybe a bit more, maybe 40. Well and truly within the old yardstick measure.
Yep.
Well, time for Duane to play another one of those good bowls, I think, if Narromine want to keep this charge.
Not happy with it. Just not quite getting there. Still plenty of room underneath here for James.
It's just missing that little last finish bit, isn't it?
Yeah, just the rain's taking that bit of finish away, unfortunately.
Just makes the ground that bit softer. Increases the coefficient of friction between the jack and the bowl, the bowl and the grass.
Said too many big words for me and Ben then.
I just got a headache.
It's heavy, it's quick, or it's nice. We'll just stick with that. Oh, Duane's got the fortunate slide right up to the jack. Then he's hiding behind his cap.
I'm not going to press replay on that one.
Oh.
Cut it, he says, cut it.
You know what I love? When they hide behind a cap, but they still got that cheeky grin like, how good was that?
I don't mind you having the grin.
You still see him shaking his head at the top of the screen there.
He was ready to pick another one up and throw his third one down too.
I'll do it again. He's just taking his cap off.
There's an unwritten rule that you don't celebrate them.
No, definitely
Internally,
not.
surely.
You can be sitting there going, how good is that, in your mind, but you don't jump up and give the high fives and the, no.
Definitely
Just
not.
can't accidentally let that internal fist pump out. I had a couple of those on Saturday night against Bester and St John's. A couple of really horrible, fortunate results where I wanted to hide under the ground. That's all you can do though. You lose control once it's left your hand.
Well, we actually replayed a shot from Disco in last year's Champ of Champs, where he got what he was after, but not the way he was trying to. He hit a bowl that was very narrow and straightened up, got it out, and he just went. We did that. We did the replay and saved it just as a, well, that's what can happen. And our comms team put it on Facebook as a reel.
Oh.
How did that go down?
Disco wanted it taken off.
Peter's right up here. Jackal bowl. Just got the
he's got the
gap.
bowl.
It's a
But for the
mighty
fifth-
effort.
The 15,000 people who'd already liked it, we left it there.
I get a few reminders of one of those just before I joined Merrylands. The year before, I marqueed for Cabra in Division 1 before it went to Platinum. And playing for Cabra at Cabra, skipping against Tomo, and last end holding one, which drew the Ag. Got an impossible shot, try and make two. Tight, heavy, pumped the bowl up 12 feet for second shot to win the big board by one.
Whoa.
So I get a few reminders of that after I joined here. Peter wanting this one to hang on. Just looking to chip the bowl out.
Oh,
it's a
shit,
mighty
no.
effort.
Well, still one to Narromine. I don't think he's removed that too far.
No.
Gives him a bit more room to draw, though.
Sort of stopped the Narromine bowl locking in now. They're taking that bowl off the back of it. So St. Ives will be pretty positive up to this.
The worst bowl I've ever seen a good result from. I delivered it. Wet day. Went to have a drive. Slipped. It's landed about 10 feet in front of me. Greenkeeper's horror. It's bounced 3 times. Hit a bowl 25 feet short.
It's bounced 3 times before I got to a bowl 25 foot short.
Yeah,
That's
that's
fair
how much
effort.
elevation I got. The bowl I hit rolled up to B shot, and my bowl rolled into B second shot.
Oh, you couldn't draw it up.
Couldn't draw it. Well, I can't draw anyway, but
Duane's looking for a clear run.
hits
Just
his own
sneak
is all
around his
right.
own to get back to the orange.
Oh, just going to hang.
Oh, I reckon he's made 2 there.
I think
Oh, he's on the U.
See James arrive up underneath. He's not sure if he's made up his mind which hand he's going to play it yet.
Those 4 short bowls
Four.
all would look horrible from the mat.
Forehand seems safer where he can't really get to his own.
That's what he's playing.
It's away. Just don't think it's going to get down
well,
here.
there's a Narromine
Now
bowls
one
there.
bowls up.
Oh, he's
Oh, he's made it better.
Yeah,
and
he's
probably
opened it
no
up.
change.
probably 3.
Yeah, there's a Narromine black bowl that come up there.
He's opened that forehand side up. I think Duane just needs to try and draw to the M. Cover up the orange bowl.
Just let it go early.
Well, he's not quite to the M, but he's
Close enough. He's drawn another one. He might have holding 4.
Left gaps too. Big one here for James. Just wanting this one to get down.
got rid of one.
Cut,
Well,
probably cut 2 out there.
it's a nice little rub in off that one and fall in.
No, still 2 Narromine.
Well, I think he saved 2 then.
Played good speed.
But it is now Narromine in the lead. So from 9-1 down, they're up 11-10. Not too bad.
It was 9-1 when we come out, I reckon.
Lucky charms.
For 2 of the 4 on the rink, anyway.
The guys have just gone silent because they're getting messages about how their club mates are going
Yeah.
over at Cabravale for those guys, is it?
No, Luke's over at
Guildford.
Luke and Steve's filling in for Pano. They're over at Guildford. 19-7 in front on 11.
Just had the Mayor of Southwest Rocks turn up. Jay Maskell, bowls coordinator at Southwest Rocks Bolo.
Doesn't look like they've got razor blades in there, though.
No, they're still waiting to ship some up there, I think. He looks like he's from a beachy town, actually. He's looking
Yeah.
very trendy.
There's the fanciest clothes I've ever seen anyway.
Oh, it's a pretty good response.
Because, of course, Jay played here last year.
Yep,
Sure
he
did.
yeah.
Played one season with me and said, no, that's enough. Runner up in the club singles to Jack McShane. I know what that feels like. Just wanting to run this out to his own.
Oh,
It's going to be enough for two.
good start. I think for St Ives, though, they really want to win a couple ends now. Just get 2 ends up. Consecutive ends, I think, then get them back on track.
It's hard sometimes on the psyche of this game. You can get off to such a dominant start, like 9-1, and, you know, it's not that many ends they've dropped, but sometimes it's, you know, they're only one behind, but it can feel like a mountain because they were leading by so far. But chance to reset.
Do you think it is sometimes you get in front and you just relax a little bit? You think, oh, gee, we're winning, and
Yeah,
It definitely happens to me sometimes.
drops the concentration just that little bit.
it can happen during the game. It can even happen after one end. You know, how often do you see a team get a score of 4, 5, 6? Next end, give 3, 4, 5 of those back because you sort of relax a little bit. You've got a score. You've kicked away. It's got to be concentrating all the time when it's going. James wanting this to bend.
Play every end like you're down was one of the points that was always made. Play every end like you're down on the scoreboard.
Yeah.
When you do get a score, think, okay, time to get another one. Just put the pressure back on the opponents.
Duane in the zone out.
Just
Doesn't
wants that
want the
clean.
gap. He got
Great
it.
shot.
Good shot.
Duane's played some really good bowls at good times. And that's sometimes it's not how many good bowls you play, it's when. You just got to pull that bowl out when it makes the difference.
I think James was asking if he just comes up and how much weight you have to put on to try and promote those 2 blue bowls.
Oh, plenty.
I like what James is thinking because give yourself a chance with a bit of weight here. The way the head's set up. If you miss, you passed. He's in a zone. If he gets the right cannon.
Oh, great effort.
But he's got
put
to go
one back
past
now.
him,
Back,
yeah.
yeah.
Got the feather more than the smack. Cody's just got to take a small break.
You was saying Ives start coming back now.
Well, that'll prove it that he's the Narromine lucky charm. So for Narromine, I think they just need to get another one in that head. That's behind from Steve. That's pretty good.
Peter coming down is trying the same thing, I think. I was nearly taking it.
That was well played.
Yeah.
Wasn't looking to really disturb those, was just looking to make sure he was up. Had it got contacted, I think it would have run off them and in.
Yeah.
Steve, this looks a bit on the narrow side to me. That's where it was. Oh, how good would that have bowl been before that last one was played? Now he's got to change over. That looks a bit on the tight side again.
Well, yeah.
Gets around that one, it's not too bad though. Well, just going to fade away.
He was ended up in a good spot still.
He's good weight to good grass to the centre line. The
Yeah.
problem is the jack's a foot to the right. Well, Ben, you got to give him a cut and a roll tomorrow.
Yeah, cut in the morning, couple of rolls, yeah. Hope that the rain stays away. Not sure how much we're meant to be getting tomorrow, but I think there is a bit.
Well, we were supposed to get up to 70 millimetres yesterday, and that didn't arrive, so that's a very good thing.
Yes.
Hopefully, whatever we get tomorrow is less than today. There's been a couple of little sprinkles, one little shower that...
Been in and out, yeah.
Oh, great bowl from Duane.
Oh, Duane.
Well, he's produced a couple of big bowls. And this one ranks up there. If you want to win games, you've got to produce some shots, and he's done that there. James lining up on the backhand. He's going to try and follow that bowl down. You can just give it a little whack on the backside.
Yeah, it's got all the back bowls coming up.
Doesn't want the outside of that. No, he's gone past it.
Still finishing a good spot down in back his other orange bowl he put in. Whether it can get out there or not's a different story, but he's given himself a chance.
Well, I just wonder whether big weight might be the option there now. Try and play just about to the ditch. Hit the shot bowl on the back and get that jack back 10 feet. You got the two at the back. You got the third best backward there as well.
The blue one there, yep.
Just hope that
Could be a chance.
the shot bowl doesn't follow it through. Duane's going to play his forehand.
Yeah, I think he just Stephen just called him to try and sit that back blue one.
I don't mind that shot. You get a toucher on that hand too, with your own to trail it too.
Well, that's sort of gotten in a road now for what we're calling James to play. Yeah, that was a call, only one down. You may as well play up and try and move it.
Well, there's a gap there for him to play fairly big weight.
He's not sure.
Got it.
Oh, he has
Straight
got it.
back to his
Straight
own.
back.
Only
he's
two.
Caught it, yep.
2 to St Ives.
St. Ives back on the board. Cody moves away and now there's back on the board.
Oh, so it's definitely me.
Yep.
What a shot to come back to.
Yeah, great ball there.
Well, I said they may as well go big weight. They had the best two back. Well, they had the best three before that. Hope it doesn't
Yeah,
go
he's
too
just got
far.
the black ball coming through there to cut that bottom blue one out.
Nevertheless, I think he'd be pretty happy to have
Yeah,
picked
well
up
and truly,
a
yeah.
couple. Get back to the lead.
Trying to change something up a little bit now that they got the mat back.
Well, they've gone back to the tee again. And they were winning the tee to tee ends.
Old faithful, T to T.
Plenty of elite players like the tee to tee.
That's a great jack roll too. Well, good leader. Back up his skipper's big bowl here. Nailed the first one.
Oh, I can name a few of the elite and former elite that tee to tees they go to. Lee Rayner, I've seen him go tee to tee plenty of times.
I'm sure that's his middle name, isn't it?
Tee to tee.
Yeah.
Wayne Turley's also another one that always liked the tee to tee.
Great
Good start. Aaron Sheriff doesn't mind a bit of T to T. Aaron Wilson, another one. Disco loves his T to T.
I love me big cup of tea. Nice strong cup of tea.
Yeah.
Oh, a cup of tea gets in the way of a good coffee, though.
Oh, I think I miss out not liking coffee because you get that good social interaction opportunity.
Oh, yeah, you're missing out. Just the buzz. Oh, I can't function without coffee. I'm not the same human being without it.
Hang on.
Very good shots
Two
here by
go
Peter.
stars here from Peter.
Well,
That is
that's
very
what
good.
you want to do. You've just got the lead back, thrown it T to T, or rolled it T to T, I should say. Put 2 within a foot. And the T to T, we've seen again, Stephen's just struggling to get there.
Yeah, a bit of rain. The grain being a bit slower, it can feel a long way away. Tell you what, if he was drawn to the jack on the logo, though, he's nailed it twice. Peter's almost getting on the mat with a smile on his face too. He's lead his first 2 bowls. In the zone. Tell you what, he gets right up to this jack here. It's going to make it very hard for Duane. That's very, very well played.
Very well played indeed.
He's a bit tighter here too. Might
Well, he's
crash up into the... Oh, no.
just going to run
Yeah,
off
good
to the
weight.
side.
Great weight. Under a bit of pressure here now, the Narromine boys, if we
Especially
get another one in.
Peter can just pass the jack as well. Oh, sorry, James.
Yeah, I was just about to call a name then, I just didn't want to call the wrong one.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Does give Duane a bit of a cider on the jack. Oh, I thought it was running a bit further than that.
Sometimes you're better off not to get your weight perfect.
Wouldn't
No.
believe it, but Captain Kirk has entered the building.
Why do you want to have a roll up?
Oh, great effort by Duane.
Yeah.
Just wrecking on the side, but he might have cut one out or 2.
That's why I just wonder, sometimes you're better off not to get your weight so perfect, especially if you haven't got your grass spot on, because if you finish jack high, that's the big assistance to a lot of players. They can see that jack high bowl, just helps you picture and execute what you want to do. That's why I don't play lead too often. Need someone else to put something there to show me what to do.
What do you play?
Second.
I played skip and third mostly in the lower grades the last couple of years.
Yeah.
Skipped our 4s for a couple of years. In the nice position that I miss a few games because of work. It looked like I wasn't even going to be able to play finals this year, or last year, so they popped me in the 4s and ended up playing all of our games.
Very good. How'd you go?
We got beat in the grand final last year, got knocked out in the finals this year. The enjoyable thing, though, last year I played with 2 guys, all 13 games we played, 13 or 14, whatever it was. Same, 3 of the 4 same in the team
Yep.
for nearly the whole season. Very enjoyable. Had the Albatross playing with me again last year too, so always fun with old Albie. He's the guy I played in the club pairs with since 2002. So we played about 23 or 24 club pairs together.
How many have you converted?
2.
Ooh, not bad.
Yeah, poor old fella, he's taken up using a bowling arm in the last 12 months. He's a little bit older than me. He's in his 80s. And all that weight he's had to carry for the 20 years too has really damaged the back and the knees.
Peter switching over here, I'd be looking to arrive on my own if I was him. Get a turn out of them. Try and tighten his head up a little bit, make it harder to get to.
That's what I do love about the game, though.
He's
Sometimes the results really don't matter. It's the fact that you're getting out and having a game with your mates.
Oh, put James'
How good is
off.
that?
Makes it hard.
Well, Duane's really only got one shot, hasn't he? Narromine boys really need to draw up on that forehand, try and just sneak inside their own bowl. The two short bowls on the line make it difficult.
Runs it out.
Oh, just out. Is that
Having a go look here, got the fingers out.
is that Narromine bowl worth anything?
I was just going to say there, the Duane's bowl's looking a bit lonely.
Be worth about 3 more based on the vision on the screen.
I don't like that hand at
Yeah,
all.
if I was James, I'd be very tempted to be quite solid forehand. Either side of Duane's bowl gets it out of there. He'd be lying 5, with giving Duane really nothing to play to if he gets to it.
Look, that forehand side does swing a bit more too, doesn't it?
Yes, it does, yeah.
So just play good 2 feet away to try and just push that bowl through enough, maybe even 3 feet. If you happen to be a little bit narrow and drag that jack 2 feet, you're not going to do any damage.
Play just about any speed you like. Probably more than less. If you had less and you get the outside of it, you could still turn it in for shot on this speed.
And he has gone forehand.
How's he
It is a
looking?
good track too.
Has he got enough weight though? Doesn't want the outside of it with a little bit. Oh,
Close to counting. But how good of her.
he's blocked his own shot,
Yeah.
unfortunately.
But has he made it so that
He's
Duane...
made it a bit harder for Duane here.
That bowl would look 20 feet wide from the mat, I reckon.
Especially bright orange too.
He's going to play into this here.
Here
He
we
just
go.
asked what's shot bowl.
Tell you what, he'd get the inside of
He's
James's last and get to the jackie.
He's got 2 bowls left, so why not just give it a whack up there? Hope to open something up and give yourself a chance for your
Not sure
last.
if he likes it.
I'm not sure if he sent it.
Worst results to
I'll
get
tell
that
you
orange
what.
one on the outside.
If he gets the outside of his own, he gets shot here.
Well,
Oh,
nearly
it's
done
got a
it.
bit close to that front orange as well.
That was what we were talking about, that danger.
Oh, have we frozen?
No, I think you just got the wrong camera up.
No, it's... Oh, yeah, it's just...
There we are.
There we go. Something's gone wrong with the cameras and it's changed to the wrong one.
He's very close there now with Duane's bowl on the front orange.
Worth 5 if you can get it.
As I said, get him play up to that
Well,
orange bowl that he last put down.
6 feet away to the orange.
Yeah.
Even nearly ditch weight.
You could,
Gets his orange one square with anywhere from ditch weight to
synthetic weight.
4,000 feet of weight. Gets Duane's bowl out of there. Sneaky
Got
chance he
the
could get the
handball,
inside of Duane's last. On the outside there, he'd just
Really
about
got
get
both
back
of
to
them
it.
out. Yeah.
I reckon
Shot here for
using
James.
enough weight so that you've got enough to move that bowl back 3 feet.
Has he struck it with enough?
And then if you
He's
hit
on the
your,
march.
He's liking it.
if you hit your own on the inside, you run off onto the jack.
I'll
James,
tell
what have you done
he's
here?
Very close to both of them.
Clears
now.
his
Look at
own.
this.
Oh, we did call it.
Great shot.
He's pretty happy with it.
Well, I think
It's
he's
one of the
made a
options.
few.
Was one of the options down there.
Just would have liked another 2 or 3 rolls out of it, I reckon.
Yeah.
Would have been laying $1 million.
Would have bought those, probably that back blue one in too. Rolled a couple more sides.
Unfortunately, even though he's a few down, Duane's got to be really careful here because if he does get the port down there and get to his own
So
wrongly,
all sorts, yep.
And there's nothing... Well,
no, there is an option back in.
yeah, look, it's your own bowl on the way in. Do you go big at your own bowl? Even a big at your own bowl, you still got a chance to knock your own out in the back, haven't you?
Yeah,
Firm
I'm talking
swinger.
about that now, yeah.
Even if he gets under Stephen's bowl to the orange, gets back to the blue.
Well, if you get the edge of the orange, you'd almost come off it and go onto the others.
And, if he's wide, he can get one of those light blue ones through the jack too. That front light blue one.
That hand's a bit tighter, isn't it? So
Yep.
go just about ditch weight. I reckon aim at about the N or the D on the Club Merrylands logo.
And if you're piercing the Y and the L on the way through, you're getting a result.
Yep. Shameless promotion of Club Merrylands, but
He's just crossed his...
Yeah, Brian, he's trying something here.
He wants a bit of higher power with this one. He struck it.
well, he's gone over the other
Got to
hand
clear
anyway.
the front. He's in an area
There's
here.
a very good line.
Gets the inside of that one. Wow.
Great
Oh.
ball. Great try.
I tell you what, any less of that bowl, he gets a shot guaranteed. But I reckon he's taking a fair bit of pain out here.
It'll only be one. Has he even got shot? Well,
I think he played really good speed then too, because if he had got the gap to his own, he wasn't going anywhere.
he wasn't doing any damage.
They've moved two out.
A few very good shots there from the boys. Putting on a show for the live stream. I think they're currently discussing who played it better. James just pointed to himself.
Well, the lie detector's in now. This will tell us who played it better. We might need the umpire.
Yeah, it looks
That
very
looks
close.
like
Yeah.
1-2 Narromine by that tape. This one might be the deceiving one though.
Oh, you measure it. I don't want to claim it. I think if it's that close, call the umpire.
Good shots there from the boys.
And a player I was playing against once called the umpire. Said, we need to wedge that bowl. We need the umpire to do it. Why? I've got the wedges in my pocket. Why do you carry wedges? Because I've got them. Done a little thing called an ITO. So, got the wedges to mark some of the high-level games I do. Occasionally. I figure I've got them in my bowls bag. I may as well use them.
In your pocket, yeah.
They don't come in handy that often, but occasionally.
Must be very close here.
Tell you what, speaking of wedges, how good are the wedges here at the Bellagio?
I don't think I've ever had them.
Oh, all time. Italian restaurant here at Club Merrylands. Wedges. Very, very good.
Well, you convinced me to try them over this week.
And then once you've done that, Andrew,
Chicken tenders.
chicken tenders from Jade Cafe.
Well, one to St Ives.
No, I think they've called an umpire.
One and a measure
Yeah.
for the second.
Umpires come out with the calipers
Una Bell, club president.
Our bowls president, yeah.
and doesn't need the wedges here, or does she? One
Justin
bowl's
Kate.
flat.
Great bowls, mate.
You probably need the wedges more on the synthetic green than the grass. I do know on the carpet greens, doing the World Cup, World Indoor stuff.
Yep.
If you're marking a game there, you carry wedges because they're more likely to fall over on the carpet. Good technique here. Got a very solid base. Down on the knees,
Yeah.
arms on the ground.
Yes, very good, ain't it?
Obviously being trained correctly. Secret to measuring, though, is to make sure you're not going to lose your balance. So you should always have at least 3 points of contact on the ground. You notice he's also supporting your hands using the calipers. And that also means you're not going to get uncontrolled movement of them. It is a bit undignified crawling around on the ground, but We do have courses available to be trained to become a national umpire and do this sort of thing. An online course available through your Bowls Learn part or Bowls link, so you can log in and do pay a fee to complete the course, which is a practical assessment arranged through the State Umpires Committee.
I reckon the Jack might be the front runner for this one.
Yeah, looks very close to it.
One. It was a terrific end of bowls by everyone there, considering, pressure applied from St Ives early and a couple of very good conversion-like shots by Duane to cut it back to 1. St Ives hit the dreaded 13. I think he'd be throwing this all the way to the tee again, based on that last end.
Well, if we were the Platinum stream, I think that one would be noted down as the potential hot end of the game.
Yeah, definitely.
Do love that we're doing that this year. You've got the hot end and the hot shots. It's just a bit more work for us who's working at it, though. You've got to write all this stuff down and pass it on to the streaming.
Yeah, how do you do that? Obviously write down and then they...
With a pen and paper.
Pen and paper, yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome, mate. And then why you just tell them what shot? And
yeah, so what we do is just keep some notes on the game. When I'm doing the Platinum games, I just keep a little notebook, actually keep the score as well.
Yep.
Each end. I write down lead, second bowl, skip, third bowl. Just put a little note, hot end and a question mark.
Yep.
If there's one better one after it, you just put a little cross through it, keep going. End of the game, just compile a little list and pass it on to our partners at Spacequake. And they compile those and pass them on to comms, who drip feed them out into the social media.
They do a good job, Spacequake, don't they?
They do on a good
coverage,
day.
Yeah.
How much has he given us any extra? That's pretty good. Almost tee to tee.
And
about 2 foot short.
Plenty of traction on those reels on Facebook and TikTok, and did love the response to a bowl from from Anthony Brown, actually, during the All Ability State Championships.
Yeah.
Anthony played a pretty good bowl. We exported that one out as a replay. Got 2 million views on Facebook and 1 million views on TikTok.
Heck.
We call him the $3 million man.
Oh, yeah.
Biggest man in bowls. I texted him and he had a good laugh.
He's a referee.
Yeah, lovely fella. The bowls coordinator at West Dubbo. And for anyone that doesn't know, he's 3'4", about 4 feet tall. He's a short-statured gentleman.
He can bowl.
So if you're ever out at West Dubbo, say hello to Anthony in the bowls office. Does organise a very good tournament in the City of Dubbo International Fours. I'll give him a plug. 125 grand up for grabs in that one.
Decent little event, that one, isn't it?
Attracts a pretty good field. Lee Schreiner's taken a big chunk of that prize money home over the last couple of years. Only lost one game in 2 years, and that was to Twisty in the final. Will you see you out at that one, Cody?
Remind me what time of year it is.
September, October, November, that sort of region. I think it's September this year.
Yeah, I haven't been out yet. I've always planned to, but I've always had something going on. But I was out at West Dubbo when they had the 7-a-side, I'm pretty sure. Wonderful club out there, so hopefully one day.
We'll be at Dubbo for the 7-a-side in July this year. And of course, Dubbo State Championships host in 2026. And then we're back up in Ballina in 2027.
Two very good spots for bowls.
It's good to have those certain venues a couple of years in advance now too, and the hosting arrangements in place. And I actually like that we'll be alternating 2 years apart. Gives a recovery time and chance for the enthusiasm to build again.
Gives the greens a chance to
Recover.
recuperate after,
Copping a flogging.
especially if there's bad weather as well with them.
And we have a 3-year deal with the 3 clubs in Dubbo, each one to be the main host. Of course, Ballina is the main host in up there. We'll be using the associate clubs as well.
It's a very creative way to get one past the jack there by Peter.
What do you reckon it is? 2 or 3 to St Ives at the moment. A little bit of a scrappy end.
Yeah, considering the last one that they played, it's completely different.
Needs a clear run. Not going to get it. Who put that there?
And he's moving to the centre line.
It's turned into a marvellous day, Benjamin.
Yes. Just a little bit too late.
Yeah, the sun's reflecting off the windows across the road, straight between the 2 monitors here.
Yeah.
I need them closer together.
Just not quite going to get up here. So I think if you're Duane, you're calling Steve to sort of give yourself a real chance, punch through the short stuff, try and open something up. How much weight's he got? Tell you what, clear run, he just about draws this.
Didn't get the clear run.
It's creeping up there, that ball.
Sometimes when your mate's struggling with the weight, you're tempted just to say, well, I'll tell you what, run through this and see what you can do. A couple of times I've seen it done against me, done it myself, called one of my teammates, just pop through here.
Hits up there.
Especially where, yeah, cut a little bit.
And they get a result. It just lifts their game. Confidence is a huge thing in this game. You go in without the doubt in your mind and you say, I'm just going to play it. This is the shot I'm going to play. I'm going to run over that spot.
Yep.
Are you a spot on the green or a spot on the bank, Cody?
I'm a spot on the green. Yeah. When I remember to. You know, I've asked a few people that over the years, and it varies. It's amazing. Like some people look at the jack. I've never understood how that works, but there's some of the best players in the world that'll look at the jack, look at the sort of the shoulder on the green where the bowl's going to turn, spot on the bank. If you're me, you shut your eyes. Oh dear me.
Well,
Oh, he's hidden behind his cap again.
Jeez, his face spent a bit of time in that cap.
Yeah.
Last couple hands. That is
Very unfortunate for the St. Ives side, but
it's not the way you want to get shot, but you're quite happy to.
yeah.
Well, he's going to come and have a look, and he's
sure
going to come and have a look because of this. He's
he's
4
already
feet
hiding.
narrow,
He was already hiding.
and there it goes.
He was hiding about 8 foot out then. You could see it happening.
Well, let's
James.
play that again, just so
Look at
we
him.
can.
Ready? Ready?
Oh, sure,
There he goes.
No, thank you.
Oh dear.
And James has got up to the head, and I'm not sure he's going to like what he sees. Looks like 3.
It doesn't look like 3
Narromine.
That is a very fortuitous result because they were a couple down, and he's got the glide, slide,
And the touch.
and down my way. Someone say you've got the caramel cut. If it was the old Sachi, he'd be saying that's the big wiki woo.
Oh, that's a good time to bring up Lord Such. Suchy took out the Western Australian champion of champions singles yesterday.
My goodness,
Yeah.
quality has gone down since you left, hasn't it?
Oh, I was so happy for him. He's still in disbelief. He's not sure how it happened. But Lee the Lord
So if
Such.
he misses, he's... Oh, no.
Oh, no, that's another one.
Set another one up.
Oh, dear me.
That's a really unfortunate end for St. Ives.
Well, there's
Duane's
another
got a bowl
player.
left.
I remember being in the New South Wales development side, the junior development side. He used to pick the second string side to play ACT, and he was in that one.
St. John's days?
Yeah. He might have.
Had the really bright red and blue uniform back then.
Yeah. I think he might have still been at. Oh, geez. St Mary's. Then.
Oh, okay.
I might be wrong with that one. I'm sure he'll very quickly correct if he's listening.
But yes, congrats again, Lord. He was the voice of bowls for WA for a while on the radio show. And he nicknamed himself Lee the Lord Such, so we try and pump up his ego and just run with that nickname for him.
Look, he's a buffhead. We all know that. He's a likeable buffhead.
He's a very likeable buffhead.
Well,
4 there to Narromine.
ouch. Have I just given him 2 lots of 4?
Oh, I think you have, yeah. Should be 15.
Was it a power play?
15.
No, I just think I bumped the switch twice.
Oh, now you got to reset it.
The whole thing.
So it should be
15,
15.
15,
13.
13 on 15.
Press 2. There we go.
Back into it.
As I said, it's a beautiful, smart scoreboard until you accidentally press the button twice.
Peter arriving. Not trying to be there.
We upgraded our stream gear earlier this year.
Yep.
I'm very happy with the results. I think having the 4th camera greatly improves things. A little bit easier to run some of these things, and we're still learning. Hopefully we'll get a few more bells and whistles involved. Well, no whistles, no. We'll leave that for the games where they kick a ball and chase a ball. Certainly not going to kick any in our sport.
Direction.
Good
No, I can
direction
tell
there,
you if you do
Peter.
kick it, it hurts.
A good bowl from St Ives, and the challenge for the St Ives boys now is that couple of hide behind the cap moments. They've got to recover from that. Now,
You just got to forget about the result from the last end.
they could well be up like 17-11 now,
Yeah.
17 or 18-11, but instead they're behind 15-13. That's the challenge too. You have to face that occasionally things aren't going to go your way.
That's that third L in bowls, isn't it? Line length and a bit of luck.
Look, generally, you get the luck when you're about the right spot and about the right weight.
Good shot,
But
yeah.
Occasionally,
Really
Great
good
shot,
shot,
Duane.
by
great
Duane.
bowl. Yeah, and that's just rubbing salt in the wounds, isn't it?
He got that one fairly, though.
Yeah, the cap stayed on that time.
Mostly you get the shot because of class. Sometimes you just get it with
Solid
minus the CL.
Yeah.
But yes,
Oh, that's a pretty good response.
Yeah.
Great home. That's really good speed for that shot.
I look good home. Get one out on the other side now. Unless you're Cody Packer in the state singles where you trail that round and hide it behind your own bowl.
Yeah. Yeah, I was just fortunate I found it that day. Just getting the right amount of bend and went in with a game plan to make sure I didn't give Twisty too many looks at the same target, and worked for me. James right in the area here.
Spot again.
Just needs to run it out. Gonna hang around. Oh,
Great effort.
Very
mate.
good.
that's awesome sportsmanship there. Boy sharing a high five with some good bowls played. Seven ends to go after this, Benjamin. Are you any closer to being able to at least have a crack at picking the winner?
I think Bowles is a real winner here, Cody Packer. Was that good enough?
Oh, he lives in Penrith, but you think he was born in Switzerland.
God's
Fence
country,
sitter.
mate. God's
God's
country.
country. What's going on with your football team?
They're just having a breather, mate.
No Penrith Stadium, can't win.
No,
They're disconnected from home.
I think they might have got bored.
Well, you can't win every time, but there's also, I think the salary cap is
I
sort
was
of...
just going to say the players that we've lost and the next couple of years now still got the same pressure.
You've almost become the feeder club of the NRL. It's a good shot here.
Peter.
Oh, that's very well. I'm not sure. It's a very good shot, though. Jeez, if he any less of the orange, he lands the bowl neat for two. It's not
Well-
really a pretty head for Narromine to be playing into.
Duane gets the edge off the ball, 7 feet short, runs on, gets the trail. He's about 2 millimetres off where he needs to be.
And gets nothing. He should get back a fair way if he's got the right speed. Just held down on him. Weight was good enough to draw the shot.
Now Cody Packer.
Yes, sir.
7 ends left after this one. Who's going to win?
You want to have a real crack? I don't know either of these teams overly well, so apologies. But the way the game is being played so far, the setups that have occurred, my best educated guess, and that's all it is, Narromine by 3.
That took way too long.
I'm just explaining my rationale for my answer.
He was thinking about it.
He was.
That's the problem, though.
Yeah.
It hurts when I think. Andrew?
I think Narromine's had the bit of luck a couple of times. The worm might turn. St Ives to get home by a shot.
There you go, Benny. You're the tiebreaker, mate.
And that's the kiss of death, you know. Every time I pick a winner, they don't.
Well, it's good. It can't be our fault then. It's whoever
Yeah.
Ben picks. If they lose, it's his fault. Because he's the tiebreaking
Should have got
decision.
in first.
Yep.
No, look,
Yeah, I'm
James,
regretting
I'd
my
like to
answer.
see what's happening. Oof. It could have been anything then. We'll give you one more end. Then you've got to make your decision.
All right.
well, actually, according to Chippo's theory, I think St Ives were in front at the 7th end.
Yeah,
And apparently it's around about 77% of times you lead it after 7 ends, you win.
that would have been just before we even come in.
77%.
It's about that sort of percentage, yeah.
Wow.
I did ask for that to be broken down to how much the lead was after the 7 ends, and they couldn't supply that information. So I don't know whether that's like if you're more than 3 in front or more than 4. But it's a pretty good indicator.
Yeah.
And they did study that off the pennant cards and the fours cards, of course. So whether it applies to pairs is another question. But
Pretty good area here.
the better stat is the 100% of the teams
That's
that
a
are in,
close shot,
right
mate.
shot.
100% of the teams that are in front after 21 ends win. That's the better stat.
Unless you're playing triples.
Well, yeah. In pairs and fours, at least.
Yeah.
Until next year, we were playing 18 ends in the pairs, which I think is a sensational decision.
That is enough. Are they going to reduce the triples at all?
No. It's a quick
25
game.
just seems like a lot of it.
It's a quick game,
Yeah,
though.
it doesn't take too long.
I can tell you watching, it is a long day.
No, look, especially if you're playing 2 games in the day, 18 ends.
James from St Ives, what have you got? You get the ball out of there.
Well, has he
Oh,
got
it's
enough?
locked on the back one.
No.
Just not.
Well, the
Just
worm's
the-
not turning.
Just the rub of the green. You're right. It's been with Narromine.
Usually you do see the luck sort of balance out by the end of a game. One team will get the rub for the first 5 or 6 hands, then it'll be about even, and then
Maybe that's where the 77% is going to come into it.
could be. I bet you played games where you're thinking, can this bloke not do anything wrong? How can he keep doing this? And all of a sudden something goes wrong and you go bang, 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 bang and win 5 or 6 hands in a row.
Well, there's a really nice shot on here for James Barclay. 4 feet away in the back end. Get down just around the front. Jack down the line between the light blue and the 2 oranges. Can make 3. Even if he's tight through the front, that is his own bowl. Just got to have enough weight to be able to get that front bowl up to it. Nice deliberate approach to the mat. He's thought about it. Yeah, has he got the speed to hang on?
No.
Just underplayed it.
I reckon it's a good line for the shot.
Definitely more options, giving it that 4 to 5 feet, I think.
Really needed to draw back in between the 2 bowls at the back, the orange and the blue. And having a close look.
I think it might be 2.
Well, maybe they're not as close as we think they are.
Just think the angle, I don't know how far short that front orange is.
Chuck a tape on it, fellas. Stop walking around.
I've called the umpire.
Oh, I think the problem is they can't decide whether it's more than one.
And a couple of bowls are resting on each other.
Yeah, they're westing on each other, so they haven't got a pocket full of wedges. So Una coming out again.
Getting their money's worth today. So she'll be chocking the light blue bowl, because I think they've nominated the one on the light blue bowl as a shot. So if you chock underneath the front of the light blue, and then you can roll out the shot bowl. And you'll watch her take this bowl away very slowly and deliberately, just in case there's any subtle movement.
Yeah, because you've got to get the wedges in to support them. So you'd think that bowl removed is definitely one.
Definitely shot bowl, yeah.
So that's one Narromine. That one's Steve's bowl.
Okay, so yeah, Steve's bowl wasn't in it.
He just removed it out of the way.
So it'll be a measure between the last bowl of Narromine's in the head and the 2 bowls of St. Ives. Let's measure for second.
So who had one to start with?
Yep.
That was, I think that was Duane's bowl that was taken out as shot. Maybe I should pay more attention. So what do you do to get your mind reset and not lose your concentration both while the umpire's making a measure? You've got anything that you'll deliberately do? Just go and have a sit and a vacant think, or
Have a sit. Sometimes, well, most times when I'm playing, I've got some sort of song going around in my head, so I'll just sing along to that. You know, try and ignore the voices. Soak in the beautiful atmosphere here at Club Merrylands. Enjoy the sunshine. Maybe go get a drink.
I know a couple of players who'll duck off to the addiction indulgence area.
Which one?
They'll go and light up one of those things we're not allowed to talk about.
Ah, I see what you're saying.
You're not allowed to do on the green.
Campfire.
Yes.
Yep.
Little miniature campfire. I think there's been a couple of players guilty of calling an umpire just for an excuse to get away to do that.
Measuring a 30-metre jack or something?
Yeah.
Well, so that's suggesting the orange bowl is closer. So you can turn away that bowl. That's no longer in it. And that who's the gentleman who's just entered the green observing is one of our... He's an umpire and also on the State Umpires Committee, I believe, Jerry Michaels.
Yep.
You want to know a rule, and you want a reference in the rule book, Jerry's almost got it in his head photographically.
Well, I can't quote your law number. I'll usually get it fairly right. Did become an umpire in 1985. The young fella, I was sure the old fellas were telling me porkies or trying to cheat. So I thought I'll do the umpire's course just so I know the rules.
Jump on top of them.
It's actually hard to cheat in bowls, isn't it?
It is. Well, seen people try.
The old thumb on the end of the tape or something like that.
Yeah. Did see someone measure once that the little plastic bit on the end was flat against the opponent's bowl and lifted out when it went round. You're only cheating yourself. You can't win fair and square. Don't win.
Correct.
I'd rather go out and enjoy myself.
So that was two more to Narromine, and we are now time for Benjamin Harvey, the head greenkeeper at Club Merrylands, to make his guess on who's going to win this match.
Look, it is very close.
That would be...
I'm still sticking to my original answer. I'm staying out of it.
17, 13.
Well.
We've got 16 ends on the board, and I've only got 14 there, so...
Definitely 16.
Okay. How do I fix that? Let's go +1, and then go -1, -1. There we go.
There's nothing you can't do, Andrew.
Oh, there is.
Two good shots from Peter from St Ives there. One on-ish the jack and one past.
Can't lick my elbow.
You can't? Have you ever tried?
Did not expect to.
No.
And ladies and gentlemen, you can't see him, but he's tried. Stop trying, Andrew. You've proven you can't do it. He's in tears.
We've broken him.
10 years in the commentary box, we finally broke him. That's what happens when you come to the Magic, mate.
He's even taken their headphones off to try.
Does get a bit warm down here in the cauldron.
It's physical. Apparently, it's physically impossible.
Well, I like that you at least showed us it is.
You were pretty close.
I was going to say see my toes, but I do that I can.
Oh, James got good speed, just on the high side.
Well, there's a little bit of a struggle here from the players just to really fire one in there.
Yeah, down this end.
Just wonder if there's a little bit of a difference in perception in the directions.
Well, there is wind blowing this direction too, so it's probably slowed it up a little bit.
Just hanging out there. That side was turning a bit more earlier.
And you would get a different level of protection at one end of this green from the other because you're sort of bound on two sides with buildings. So this end that we're playing towards a little bit more exposed.
Oh, bit of a glide here. Or are we seeing a change? Did you make a decision yet?
Yeah.
Staying out of it.
Yeah.
Well, you
I
sort
think
of,
really from where St Ives were at the start and for Narromine to come, I think really any side deserves to win it. It's been a good game all round.
for the difference, 4 to go. St Ives certainly they're not out of it.
No, definitely not.
You sort of think 4 in 4, you'd hope to win that every game you played. If you lead by 4, you'd be disappointed to lose with 4 innings to go.
Well, if you speak to statistician / commentator / bowls enthusiast Clive Adams from Western Australia, his claim is once it gets to about 1.5 shots an end, it gets a bit tough.
He's stolen Junior's run rate theory.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, Dave Ellis, that was his run rate
That's
theory.
another one.
Once it gets to 1.5, he said that's where you shouldn't lose it from. And if you do win it from there, you've really done a miracle. Dave, of course.
Just wanting this one to settle. That's a very good shot. 3 down, 1 up.
Because basically, when it's 1.5 an end, you've got to score 2, 1, 2, 1, and not drop any. Oh, that just looks a bit
Pinch this
on
one.
the. Can he get the super slide? No. You need to be wearing red pants to get the super slide.
It's important here for Duane to get another one in there. Bowl's a bit lonely. He's just looking at what's the best angle to get in there. I think backhand's probably the best option. That orange bowl of James on the right-hand side of your screen as we're looking at it. Gives him a chance to land. He gets down to the jack first, takes away most of the danger. Nice, full, confident draw. When he gets to his own, he'll hang around.
Well, guys, we've got an unofficial classic commentary list. I think that one might make it, previous. But the other one was Nick up at Ballina with Anthony Brown bowling. Anthony put a bowl down that finished about a metre shy of the jack, and Nick went, oh, he's a bit short. And I just couldn't say a word. Didn't know what to say. And then the next one was, oh, you don't know if he's got the legs. And again, I went, yep. And I have actually talked to Anthony about that. He finds it amusing as well. So
excellent.
He has got a very good sense. You ask him how long he's been playing bowls, and he'll put his hand out and say, since I was this high. I think that is one of the best lines I've ever had.
Oh, James just looking for some sort of... He's going to be pretty unlucky here. He was not far away at all. Bowl and a half high.
Probably still only 1 down.
Yeah, Duane adds a foot here. It's going to make it very tough. The St Ives pairing with his last.
Cannot be wide on that hand, though. Gets the orange one.
As long as you get the inside of it.
Oh, yeah.
If he's got the extra speed, he's got to be close. Well, he's trying to kick it. It's generally an indication he's short. Perfect line both times. Big opportunity here. Just wanting to climb the front. Land a shot bowl, you 2. He's a chance if he climbs the front.
Oh, very fair effort.
Oh, and the ball popped out.
Yep.
They've got it surrounded.
Another one in
Narromine.
5.
Oh, it's just put them in a very good position.
And one going in, 5 up, 4 to play.
The bloke who got me best on the bowling green, a bloke by the name of Curly Griffith, playing in a tournament against him. His skipper's playing the last bowl, we're playing third. Curly had done an unfortunate industrial accident in the steelworks and lost an arm. I'm thinking, we're 5 down here, and he said to me, I hope my skipper doesn't draw another one. Why? And he's just looked at me and put one aim and said, I can't only signal 5. Oh, you got me. Curly was a good bowler at the time. There's some great characters involved in our game, obviously.
Nice tight line down here. Just want to go the correct speed as he comes through the Club
Looks very
Merrylands
close,
logo.
yeah.
That's a good start.
If ever you want a reality check, go and watch the All Abilities or the Para Bowls. And the difficulties that some of those people have to overcome and still play like absolute champions. There was a guy from England playing in the world version of it with no arms at all.
Wow.
And you think, how does he bowl? He has his feet, bare feet, rolls the bowl up onto his foot and delivers with his foot.
Wow.
Unreal.
I'm glad I don't play against him because I'd probably get thumped and think, what the hell am I doing?
Good shots.
Great lays there by Pete.
Chasing 5 in 4 ends.
That's what
You
you want.
want to do.
Yeah.
They're still not up to the 1.5, so they're still in with the show, according to Clive's pinched run rate theory. They may have independently come up with that one. I'll give them the credit there.
The only disclaimer I'll put on there is Clive did do that for BPL, which is only 6 bowls, so there might be a slight amendment needed to be made for the 8 bowls.
No, okay, I think it's pretty true of the lot because then your opponents have also got more chances to cut you down. And you are playing 3-bowl pairs in BPL, aren't you?
Yep.
You got three attempts in a row. Sometimes easier to play the third one.
Duane's very close. He's on a good track.
Oh, what a shot this is. That is
What a cracker.
absolutely brilliant. Signals to the crowd. It's no
The
day's
hat-
work.
The hat stayed on this time.
Well, that's one you didn't have to hide behind the hat for. That's a good bowl.
I can't believe Stephen's hat stayed on. James with the response. Has he got the carry here? Oh. Well, it's not too bad. Their bowl sort of cannons up to the shot bowl now.
Look, we're joking that Duane's had a couple of lucky ones, but he's played a few of those
Yeah,
bombs
he's
as
bowled very
well.
well, yeah.
Like you said, generally if you're in the area a lot more, you're more likely to get a bigger share of the luck. And he's played a fair few really, really telling bowls in this match.
One of the ends playing this direction, when St Ives were holding plenty, and he's played a couple to cut him down to 2.
Yep.
That's a big save. And I keep saying, skipper doesn't have to get shot to do their job sometimes. You save half a dozen in a game, that's a big difference as well.
Probably looking to add a metre, give yourself a chance to get some bowls moving. He's just pinched the line, I think. But if he gets to the jack and pops it, well,
That
it
hasn't hurt him at
completely
all.
changes the setup of this end. Plenty around it for St Ives. Duane's bowl from Narromine is looking very lonely in there.
Well, you played 4 feet of weight on that. That's what they're saying. 4 feet of weight in the forehand. You got the back bowl. You get that one right in the middle.
This is where you've got to, as Narromine, look at, you're still trying to win the game. You're not trying to not lose it. It's 2 very different ways of playing. So I think you want to, under there, try and trail the jack first. Another bowl in the head. If you miss the jack, you're passing.
He's got plenty
He's
on
got to
this.
hang on. He's played this really well. That's a very good shot.
Well, it's come to a good home as well. That's
If he gets to the jack with that weight, he takes away a lot of the danger.
pretty much their only bowl past the jack, isn't it?
Yep.
He's still going to try and play that few feet of weight.
Not
Here,
sure. Not sure if he intentionally had that much weight, but it's a
worked
smart
out
way
all
to
right.
play it.
Very
Peter.
attacking.
Another great line as well.
There's Shlager. Has he got the jack?
Yes.
Oh, he's killed it.
Stiff. It's a very good shot.
Out of bounds.
Good player out of luck there.
Throwing it back up.
We'll see that one in replay.
Never looked like missing the middle of that jack. Back one just got in the way.
It's bounced back and hit his drive on the way through as well. So,
Well, we go again.
I think they just moved the mat a little bit. That didn't work. Let's change it up a little. They've done that just so they can put that jack right in the middle of the Club Merrylands logo.
No better spot to be.
I've heard it's magic.
It is absolutely magic. Stephen won't be happy with that one. Just pulling his arm across his body a little bit. Pulling the bowl tight.
There goes one of Benny's bin chickens flying over the green.
Yeah, there's probably only 17 left in the tree over there now. Wow.
Yeah, a little bit more than 17 there.
Surprised it doesn't start bending over, actually.
Oh, wow. Take palm.
I think they were getting a bit noisy the other day. One of the neighbours was out there with a super soaker trying to get rid of them.
Yeah, one tries to get rid of him, one throws all the
The breadcrumbs up
breadcrumbs
there.
out that you keep feeding them.
Well, apparently breadcrumbs are not what you feed birds.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, that's a good shot.
Yeah,
Great
it's very
start
good.
again by Peter.
Oh,
He's given him every chance with his first two bowls, the last couple of hands. Just starting things off really nicely.
I don't really mind who wins. But I would like to see St Ives score a few shots of this to give us an exciting finish.
Yes.
Don't want those games where somebody just belts the other person, you know, it gets a bit boring.
No.
Cody's just had a little bit of a giggle. He,
No. No.
give him a stir.
No.
He's just saying, don't poke the bear. I might have to play Twisty again sometime.
Yes. Oh, trust me, he's given me my fair share of thumpings over the course of my bowling journey. Duane again. This is very similar to last end, just not quite going to have the trip. Wanting to find 2 feet on that. James be looking to take it away from him first. Slightly higher line. Clear road is pretty good.
I just
Yeah,
said,
that'll count.
Duane needs to take the aggressive approach here and try and score. If you can,
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, Ben Harvey is still here.
Just enjoying the moment.
Has he got any more on this, Andrew?
no.
Oh.
It's a good line. Just I think he needed to have a bit of intent there. Draw 2-3 feet behind. Give yourself a big chance to grab hold of that jack or sit something. St Ives, well, good home in a way. I think they really throw the pressure valve onto Narromine if they pick up a 3 on this end. Still really available for both teams though. What do you think St Ives holding? 2, maybe 3?
2, I reckon it's 2.
We've still got half the bowls to play, so plenty to happen. In number 17 and 18, that can be the ones where you really set up the rest of the opportunity to win.
Yeah, well, Narromine score here, it sort of just becomes a drop one, get one sort of thing. Don't really have to start thinking about anything else.
You can really go defensive and say, well, look, we're
Yeah.
just going to
Cover
shut this game
and
down.
cover that, yeah. Big couple of bowls required here from Peter from St. Ives. Try and pile a couple more in there.
Decent line.
Going to speed. Gets around the front one.
Just
not gonna get
giving a
back.
bit much. Oh, it didn't come back.
As the grass expert, mate, what do you think that is? Why does the turn sort of drop off in the back half of the day?
Getting cold.
Yeah, getting cold. The shade comes across. There's the grass back up.
Better attempt here. Needs the inside. Doesn't want it flush.
Oh, he's giving it away.
Well, that really, there's
He's onto it.
the little bit of luck that's gone the other way.
There's the cat amongst the ibises.
Because the ibises have chased all the pigeons away here.
Exactly.
Look, there goes another one.
Geez, they do some damage to the greens too.
What creatures?
The big beaks. Put a fair few holes in the green this year, haven't they?
Yeah.
Chasing the insects.
Although I reckon Thomas Rich has a bigger beak than the ibises. Just quietly.
Better head of feathers too.
Yeah.
Maybe that's the inspiration, that the beak of the ibis is the shape of that.
Yeah.
Just from front to back.
Then you got the palm tree at the back.
I reckon colour in the top white, leave the back black, and be a look.
Like on you, he went and he had the darker hair, he got the blonde put on it.
Who's that?
A fellow used to play here actually, many years ago, before you guys, and it grew out. So he had the little blonde bit on the top, and that was about the time Cadbury introduced that new block of chocolate. So we
Top Deck.
called him Top Deck for quite a while.
Yes. Don't mind me some Top Deck.
Duane, big bowl here.
No, Thomas. I think you'll find my beard is salt and pepper. Clears the front.
Giving it a
Very
big
close
chance.
again,
chance,
Duane.
but it's not going to.
Oh, it's
Not
a
gonna let go.
mighty attempt.
Well, good thing for St Ives is they've got enough gaps, but he's got to be precise. He tempted to play backhand here, not to put anything else out in that forehand for him to look at.
Yeah, that gap you're looking at there between the orange and the blue on the back of the jack.
I reckon backhand draw,
You don't want to fill that gap.
finish on the A. You count. A or the N, you count, and you're not making a target. Either that or even finish inside that last bowl, the black bowl, I mean, at the back.
He's on the forehand.
Well, as long as he doesn't make
He's
the
on the
shelf.
mark.
Charge.
Bit quick. Just
He's
a bit
actually
too quick.
finished in a good
Oh,
spot.
slide.
Splits up the two Narromine bowls.
Good home.
It's a big bowl.
When do you go from the point, though, saying, well, we just need to score, forget the defence. If they get shot this end, we're gone anyway.
Yeah.
Probably at 18-13 with 4 to go, you're almost at that point. 5 behind, 4 to go. You drop one here, you're 6 behind with 3 to go, you get into 2 of an end. You're above that magical 1.5 per end mark.
Well, Duane has had a lot of answers in this game. Big one required here to keep St Ives off their backs. All down to speed here. Because the line is very good.
Oh,
Oh,
that's a fair effort.
Well, forehand draw now, beat your
Yeah.
orange one.
Yeah.
beat the orange one. I'm not sure if the orange one's still counting.
Because you don't have to worry about a shelf, he's got no ammo left. Oh, no, I think it's 3.
Yeah, I think that orange one on the side there counts.
Well.
Very interesting.
Side
Yeah.
toucher on the E.
If you compare the the logos at the end of the green. The orange one sitting below the B.
Does not want to touch his outside one.
Oh, Duane's clubbing him.
Yeah,
but
he's
that's a
done
great
it
ball.
That's another,
Great
Oh,
ball.
another counter. I reckon that's 4.
That could be 4, yeah.
Wowee, just like that, eh?
Front one's gone, 2, 3.
3.
When you go back, they replayed this end. Peter got the kill.
Yep, he's conceded the 4th one.
It's a big count of 4.
Look at your big finish, Andrew.
And I still don't think Ben's any closer to actually making a call on this game.
I'll think about it till the 20th end.
You are brilliant, Benjamin.
At the start of the 21st end, I'll give you my answer.
I don't think you will.
I might.
15 bowls into the 21st end,
Yeah.
you'll think about it. Well, St Ives were going T to T early on. Not quite that long now. It's quite similar to what Narromine have been rolling as well, so maybe they've said, well, we've got a 4 and about this length. Let's throw it again. We're only 1 behind. 3 to play.
The last couple of ends, Peter's really been dialed in with his first 2 bowls especially. Putting the pressure on early. Just want this one to run it out. It's a very good start again.
Well,
James is happy.
it's a proof that the lead can win you the game. I've got a theory that the skips get all the glory because they play the last bowl and the spectacular shots, the big drives, the sitter bowl to make 2 or 3. There's no way they can make that 3, 2, 3, 4, 5
No,
unless the lead, second, third have dropped their bowls in there 2
Good
count.
spots, yeah.
And a really, really underrated part of leading, jack rolling. Get that jack to where you need it time and time again if you're playing really well on a certain length. Huge.
Well, if you're winning the nearly T to T, and you drop it 2 metres short, and your opponents then get hold of the jack and roll it shorter, and all of a sudden
2
it
great
lifts
bowls.
them.
Really good leading. Yeah, exactly.
One-on-one bowling.
Yeah.
How many times have you seen a team dominating T to T and lead will roll a jack and it'll just drop in? The opponents then bring the mat up and roll 25 metres instead of nearly 30, 35, whatever it is, depending on how big the green is. And all of a sudden, that dominance just ebbs away.
All Cody's done since he's come back from the state singles is every time his pitches come up on the big screen and I'm near him, he taps me like, oh, I won them. I won that.
No, I keep pointing at it saying, look, there you are. Is that you, Benjamin?
Must have been good bowls that day.
The worst thing is, since it happened, I don't think Penrith's won a game.
No.
Have they won one this season?
Yeah, again, they beat the Chookies, didn't they?
That's right.
Yeah,
Took care of the
thought they were
Chookies.
back, but I don't want to talk about it just yet.
Well, Duane, he's got one of his own bowls on the way in.
Just needs the speed here. The line is perfect. Just not quite going to run it out.
And it has, look, the temperature has dropped in the last half an hour or so because I'm regretting not having the jumper with me. Now, yours won't fit me. But no, the temperature's dropped and the shadow has gone right across the green.
Can he get down to
A
this
little bit
second
more
shot?
moisture
Yeah.
probably coming up to the surface.
Oh, it's a good shot.
Yeah. Well, there's the rub again. They've got the inside of that, pushed it away. I reckon they're holding 2. Well, he's not saying whack it, is he?
You don't need him for tomorrow? Do you need him for tomorrow? No worries.
You got one of your sets of bowls back.
Yep, only got 2 more out there now. Oh, Duane, does he get to the jack? Oh, it's a good shot.
Oh,
Hit the target he
wow.
was playing for.
Yeah. Yeah, lucky result, but he definitely tried that line and
Oh, he didn't hide his
They
face in his
called
cap,
that, yeah.
so
yeah, they
Must have
called
been-
that shot. So
Must have been some part of it.
we'll
That's
have a look at that
why-
one again.
That's why having bowls pass is pretty important.
Somebody said, ask Craig Donaldson to count to 4. Because that's the number of bowls you need to bring, not 3. Let's put the right scoreboard up. Well, good thing is, for Narromine, this is a really difficult head now for St Ives to convert. There's a lot of traffic short.
I think importantly, you want to be, if you're missing your past, give yourself a real chance.
And
he's done well here.
It's going to be behind. That's
done
good.
Really well.
You're only one down.
Really well.
He's got back to the centre line. It just shows that hand has tightened up.
Yeah, well and truly now, this time of the night.
You a fan of using the mat to change your line a little bit, Cody? Yeah.
Sure am, yeah. Outside of the mat if I want to get round something, and then try and stand on the inside of the mat if I'm trying to get under something. Generally, it's the two rules.
Well, Peter is towards the outside of the mat, which is a good thing.
Just takes away the angle. Oh, he's sort of got that out a bit wide, though. Yeah, it takes away the trajectory of having to go out before it starts bending.
Can he get the inside rub? No. Oh, unfortunately, he's pushed one up.
Got that.
I don't think it matters.
Absolutely square.
Well, you got a feather off that, or to run him back into good position.
Would have, yeah.
For Narromine, just get behind. Match that blue bowl at the back.
Has he got the run? Has he got the run?
Not
no,
quite.
Still dying.
It's probably not too bad a position in one way, because if that bowl doesn't get hit hard, it could just flop over and roll a jack back a foot or so. It might come into count. I think for St Ives, they need to play pretty much back to their bowl.
Yep.
The back. You don't want to go too much bigger, because if you do, it's just not going to come back. It's a nice tight line.
Try to steer it around the front. Is there a rattle on? No. One more bowl to
Probably
survive.
at that right line if you played an extra yard and weight sort of thing.
One way, he probably wouldn't have minded hitting that short orange bowl.
Yeah, getting out of the road.
Yeah, the only thing Duane doesn't want to do is leave one out there. Finishes off here. Oh, it's a great attempt, and that is a very good spot to finish.
Well, that makes that shot even harder.
Yeah, that was Petey just saying to James not to change too much, because it's basically the only shot they've got on for the rest of this end with all the short stuff in the road.
Well, that backhand is blocked up.
Yeah.
Really want to just try and sneak around, give that shot bowl a bit of a whack.
Yeah, just not going to get back with the speed. Tough shot.
Yeah, just said that front orange one was sort of in a road a little bit there. The
It's
sort of line they needed to play.
It's really important for Narromine there to respond after dropping a 4 last end.
I don't think I'd be making a serious attempt at this.
No. You know, you take the one, you're two in front.
Pretty unlucky to give this away unless he's super, super quick. If he lays it down to the jack, he could even bring the wing one in. But he's played a very safe line.
Yeah.
Very safe line.
Under Narromine.
Safe way too,
19-17 with 2 to go.
Well, time for the cliches. Very important for both teams to win this end.
Oh, very important. I think St Ives have to win both.
Well, they drop it in now. They need 3 on the last to tie. And a tie's no good to them, because they did lose their first game, so a tie is gone.
Yeah.
This is a section of 3. So they absolutely must win this end. Oh, they're going to check the length. That looks plenty long enough to me, but...
Oh, one of our umpires going home.
Yeah. Everyone on the synthetic must be finished. Yeah, Julie's going home.
Bit of a backfire going on.
Yeah, someone's taking a corner too quick.
Just sound like car backfire at me. Well, they've decided it is long enough. Either that or us are looking for the car that backfired, missed everything.
Yeah. It's still there somewhere.
Someone's definitely having trouble starting their car.
Somebody's speculating that maybe somebody's letting off some fireworks.
Either that or you'd be ringing a mechanic. So Steve's on another good track. Another one back. At least he's not short.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Giving Duane every chance to capitalise on the 2-shot lead that they got. Another good track.
Just needs to run it.
Out. Yeah, he's done well enough.
Yeah, good.
That'll be the boss.
Shot, yes. It's probably... Oh, that sounded what? That's fireworks.
It's a really odd time for fireworks, considering there's plenty of
It's not even dark.
sunshine in the sky still.
Either somebody really does need to see a mechanic. Oh, Duane, time to pull out the big one. Wants to get this one right down to the jack. No, not the big bunger fireworks. Wants
Great
to
ball there, Duane. Good spot.
just keep loading that head up. It's Narromine's job, isn't it?
Yeah, just making sure there's no chance dropping a score yet.
Oh, we need the electric shock thief collar here to zip.
Very good, James.
Not sure what we're celebrating, but
Got
I
the
definitely
toucher
didn't get
there.
invited. He's on a better line here, isn't he, B? We'll have to talk it in for us, Stephen. Not there.
No, not
No.
there. Not there.
Well,
Yeah, I think we'll see him turn over. Full draw on the forehand. Can turn. Peter's bowl in.
yes,
So
So
he's done the
Duane's
skip.
last short bowl there sort of
Taking away
just
the
blocked that
backhand.
hand up.
James has played two pretty decent bowls here, especially if he gets that jack down the line.
Wow,
Oh, well
great bowl.
played.
oh, a
Very
little bit
nice.
unlucky.
Yeah.
Little bit unlucky that jack's been poked out to the side.
Yeah.
He's made three, though. Pressure on Narromine.
Well, Stephen's got the two bowls in behind, though. You'd be saying, well, you know what? Just trundle up on that forehand side, or the backhand.
Whatever speed comes out, really.
Play back to the Club Merrylands logo. You sit any one of the orange bowls, trail that jack back 3 feet, and you're huge.
He's on the high side with his first one. Let's give me another one back there.
Don't mind the weight.
Yeah, the right weight. Good home too.
Jeez, that swung back nice to the centre line too.
Yeah. If you're St Ives,
You have to change this. Draw tight under your own. If you fall short or if you're over, you turn an orange one.
could you even play through and try and
land the split of the oranges?
Sort of the where.
He's playing this with a careful line. Just made it.
Yeah, that's a bit
bigger.
Yeah.
Oh, well, the fall over is probably pretty good. Means getting the jack back
You're playing straight into it now.
Yeah, this will not be short. And if he's got the weight, he is close here.
He's very close.
Stephen, what a shot. Well played. That's brilliant.
Well, it's opened up that same chance now for St Ives. Backhand's holding a little bit, so down there, sit the shot bowl. If you get the inside of the shot bowl and trail that jack across, you'll be back to 3 shots.
Yeah.
Which we might even see if he remembers to jump off the centre line.
Oh, he's playing quick, the shot bowl.
Got the shot
what
bowl.
A shot. Shot for shot here on the 20th end.
Oh,
what a game.
I was going to press replay, but all we'll see is back, so no. Well, they could even be holding a couple here again, St Ives. The orange one at the front may be in the count. Duane, what do you do? Forehand draw around the blue, just try and sit on the inside and get shot. Can't go defensive and think, just get second.
No.
You need to score.
I mean, even the way that backhand's holding, if he really didn't like the forehand with the front one, he could try and draw it backhand under his own.
They're not looking over this way, mate.
It's upsetting, really.
I might run out.
Well, that's a pretty good angle there. No, look what he's done here. Oh, Andrew Lynn, there is nothing you can't do. Oh, that one thing.
Yes.
Duane. Oh, just on the outside. Oh, boys looking at it. Measure for 2.
3 balls left. This could be the one that St Ives say is their pivotal moment.
Big one here if James Barclay can add another one.
Just make that pressure by numbers. Really, that's what you want to do, isn't it, at this stage?
Has he got enough weight to get the front one up to count? Not quite.
Well, maybe. Maybe not.
It does give Duane a look at it now, though. Full draw on the forehand. We're getting a really good look at that St. Ives shirt. There we go. Thank you, James. Full draw on that forehand. Under the last blue one that's been turned up. Get onto that jack. Worst case scenario, if you get the jack, you'd 1 down. But you've got 3 bowls to 1 back there. The way Duane's bowls have been holding on that forehand. 2 feet through the jack, it'll hold perfectly down there.
And the unfortunate thing for Duane is everything on the way in there is against him. The only time you think short bowl's actually paying off is they're blocking the draw.
I think the important thing for Duane to hopefully go through his mind here is 1 down or 2 down is exactly the same thing. You drop 1, you still got to win the last end to win it. You drop 2, you still got to win the last end to win it. So His friendly neighbour just beeping, saying hello.
Also known Andrew Lynn was commentating.
Celebrity wherever he goes, Mr. Lynn.
I did think of something then, which I thought better of saying.
Well played, sir.
Occasionally, the need to keep the filters turned on.
We're lucky it's still light out.
Yes.
Now,
Or it's not a full moon.
If you get Peter to move off the centre line would be terrific.
More fireworks.
There you go, they've moved.
Maybe it's just someone trying to get the Ives to move.
There is a lot of them up there.
The Ives is always winning the end.
Just confirming weight to be played here, Duane.
Moved, yep.
Here he goes. Big one here, taking a little bit of extra time. He's playing weight. He's right in the area here. Needs a bit of...
Oh. Now, there's still 2 Narromine bowls in there, though. The 2 at the back. Might have only be one
I was
shot
just going
now.
to say they might have cut that blue one out.
Good thing is they've cut it back to 1. You can drop a 1 on the last end and not lose. But a loss is as good as... Well, a draw is as good as a loss to
Who
Narromine.
we seen St Ives need draws no good.
Draw's no good to Narromine.
Yep.
A draw will do St Ives. St Ives would be happy with the draw because that would mean they would come in to the last round with a draw and they'd have to win their last game.
Yep.
Same result, then they'd have a win and a draw to a win and a loss, whoever they play tomorrow, but Narromine played this morning. Narromine, however, they're playing this afternoon, so they are first round losers. A draw is as good as a loss for them. They cannot win the section with a draw.
What was their first round result? Do you know how many?
No, I don't know how many.
You've got to be on top of all these questions, Andrew.
Look,
I suppose if...
I just know they're playing, so they lost. That's not too bad.
Barclay, what have you done? You do not want the jack. You do not want the jack.
Oh.
Oh, that's brilliant. What a shot.
Poor old Peter's nearly...
Second last end, last bowl. It's a clutch shot.
Is that good to be 2 or 3? They're looking at the 2 orange ones.
He's blowing the big ones.
Well, that's 2.
Could
That's
be
got to be 3. Is it more? The albatross says to me, don't say I'll never give you anything. I'll give you heart failure when I'm playing bowls.
They take 3 out already.
Yeah,
They've already taken the 3 out. They're looking at the 4th. 4 is absolutely massive, and all of a sudden Narromine's hopes are gurgling. It's just that one little bit of miss, and you're in.
Oh, that's 4.
It is 4.
Wow.
It's 2 big pickups in that direction for St Ives.
He's still not willing to go out to the limb and pick it.
No, I was just going to say I picked it perfect the first time. Bowles was the real winner. What a game.
It's been an absolute cracker. The second half, quality was stepped up a notch. Is there one more twist?
Me and Cody definitely picked the best game to come out and join in on the commentary.
Andrew wanted to do it by himself, but we insisted we come out and help.
I was saying at the end of the first game, he said, Ben, don't bring Katie in. You can come, just don't bring Katie.
For all the people having a whinge about anything on the YouTube channel Grow a Life, I'm sorry. I'm over people having a complaint about anything, decisions that are being made.
With the lights on.
Yeah, probably. We got one end to go.
Yeah, we'll flick the lights on.
They had nice LEDs they'll limp on. No, I just checked on the YouTube channel to make sure we're actually still broadcasting. People complaining about all sorts of things. You don't like it, stand for election, get elected, change it.
I'm with Andrew. The lights are on at the cauldron.
Oh,
I think I know who it is.
3.
Stuart, stop being a grumpy old bugger. 25 ends in penance went away 25 years ago. Nobody wants 25 back except you. I can be grumpy too.
What was the fella's name?
It's Stewie. I know him. He'll have a go at me next time he talks to me. That's all right. If he will still talk to me.
When you're there, ask him if he can lick his elbow.
No. No, look.
2 good shots here.
What we need.
Let's celebrate the fact that we're watching a great game of bowls instead of having a win.
Right.
That's what I say. There's a forum for everything, and that one's not it. You're not going to achieve anything except get yourself kicked off our streams.
Peter's first 2 bowls, this last 6-7 ends, have been enormous.
The real game changer, yeah.
Enormous the way he set up ends.
The lights, they've made a huge difference already. Flicked them on.
Yeah.
How good are these new LED lights that come on? You don't have to switch them on half an hour before you need them.
The great Thomas Rich came up with that idea. Tell your barber to put the lights on next time he gives you a haircut.
So the dog can see.
All right, Narromine boys probably have to be careful. Narromine boys have to be careful. They're discussing it in the middle of the rink, but it's not their bowl.
Well, I think Peter's just really put an exclamation on the mark on this game with those 2 bowls. A little bit wide on that hand, I think. But it's going to come to a good home. Well, Duane needs to change this head now.
Yeah, I'll be playing straight into that now.
You've got to play attacking.
Yeah.
He's pretty good here, isn't he?
Very close.
Fine.
Very close.
Oh, what a shot.
Well, that's what you need to do.
And the game is alive again.
What a game. What a sport.
What a place to be.
At the home of bowls at the Cauldron.
Tell you what, Duane draws another one here. And 4 bowls left each. All to play for.
Yeah, right call there, switching hands.
Just got to make sure he reaches.
The bowl's a good foot and a half in front.
Even
You've
if
got plenty
he's
of time.
past, it's okay. And he's yelling at it. He's yelling at it. Clear run. Oh, it's 2 very good bowls.
What a shot.
Well, I can see the result on the first game. Narromine boys ain't going to win the section.
No, 39-12.
No, they got towelled up a bit by Sylvania.
Well, come away from the Chamber Champs with a win, though. Still be pretty happy with that.
Yep. So the big thing here is that St Ives need to make sure they win, and then they only need a victory tomorrow,
Margin.
because a loss will mean they'd be chasing a huge margin. A 39-12 plus 27, that is big.
Are they both here still, or?
Attacking.
No.
have
He's
you
got to
got?
be close.
Oh,
He's got his own.
That makes it
Unfortunate.
2 to Narromine. Tomorrow they're over at St John's Park. They'll be playing on rink 4.
Very good.
I pulled this one into the wrong spot.
Colin trying to get second shot out. Oh no, bit of a chance. I like that call. Really like that call.
Well, the other thing is you make sure you're up by calling that sort of shot.
Just creates positivity, doesn't it?
You don't want to be putting any timidness into your shot making.
All on speed now.
Great line.
Peter Shlager. Oh, it's a good shot.
Very good.
Really good shot, that. Your skipper's really happy with that one.
Yeah.
Oh, as long as he's reaching, he's on a decent track. You get a good result, slide off that.
Oh, just slid through.
Another great spot, but
Well, second shot's good enough for St Ives. 21-20 going into tomorrow. Just to battle out a one-shot win again tomorrow. 2 wins plus 2 would beat 1 win plus 36. 26, or whatever it is. And margins don't matter if you win all your games.
that's
They're
why
not.
you're on the big bucks, Andrew. I had no idea what you just said then about any margins or anything.
He lost me at Pythagoras.
Yeah. As you said, mate, too many big words for
Simple
us
minds.
simple people.
Yeah, James Barclay, does he like this?
It's a decent line.
Needs to hang on a touch. Has he played it?
Oh,
Oh, that
what a
is
bowl.
outstanding.
Very close for shot. Good thing is, well, Narromine has said one down. The good thing was, if it was very close for shot, then it's second.
It's 2 seconds.
Someone needs to go get their car looked at. That's horrible.
Or someone needs to take the fireworks off the kids.
One
Tell
of
them to
the
wait
two.
till it's dark.
I'm still trying to work out what's being celebrated.
Just
It's Andrew Lynn's first day in
Yeah.
Merrylands.
champion bowls at Merrylands on the live stream.
And well done. 2, yes. Praying again. He's crossed the heart. Looking for a bit of assistance from above.
No, he doesn't like the hat's off. Hat's on the ground.
Oh, he's not hiding behind it either, though.
No.
Oh, it's still on.
Yeah, it's still on.
Still on. He's going to have to get orange and blue moving, though. Or,
If you're James,
why get the jack and...
do you put a Mason Lewis blocker in?
I think if I'm James, I'd draw...
Backhand, try and get past the blue.
And if you flick the jack, you take away all sense of danger.
You land below the Merrylands logo. About where those feet are now. If you're a little tight and you flick that across, even if you make it 1 down, so what? 1 down's okay,
Yeah.
but if you drag it towards your own and make shot, you take away the chance for Narromine as well.
Yes.
And look, full credit to Narromine. They probably know they're gone,
Yeah, but
but they're still fighting.
putting the
It's
effort in, yeah.
you know what? Let's
great.
make a big fist of this. Let's go away and be able to be proud of our efforts. And I'll tell you what, they can go back and watch this game and go, you know what, we've given this a red hot crack.
Yeah.
No matter whether they pull off the win or not. They'll probably look at it that
Yeah, well,
4.
considering the loss they come off in this morning.
Yeah, they'll probably look at the 4 and about the third last end and go, we blew it then.
Yeah.
But you know what? The others played some good bowls to get it. So, one of the old hardheads I used to play with said, you don't lose on the last end. There's plenty of other times you lost it throughout the game.
Yeah.
A little bit high on this
I
line.
don't mind this bowl if he gets past. Looking to cover that splash. He's played it well.
But
Well done.
yep, good
Played it
home.
really well. So, Duane
I think he's got to start.
Faro has to be absolutely perfect here. Land the orange with enough weight to get a turn out of the light blue and stay. 3 shots. Thanks for coming.
What do you reckon? He needs about 2.5 metres away.
Yeah, I mean, on this sort of speed green, I think you more than less because it'll still hang around. Just get the orange bowl square. and let the rest of it take care of itself. Now he struck it. Does he like it? It's just underneath. Is there one more result? Not quite. No. Great game.
What a game.
St Ives win by... actually, it'll be measured for shot by the look of it.
Oh, great early call, pal.
1 or 3. And seeing he didn't do the tiebreaker, you're the death knell. I picked St Ives.
You're welcome. I'm taking it off you, Andrew. You're welcome.
Well, thanks, guys, for joining us. It's been entertaining.
Thank you, Andrew.
So easy, Andrew. Thank you very much for having us.
Tomorrow you'll be able to tell me whether or not you can lick your elbow.
Enjoy the rest of the week of your calls, mate. Thank you.
We'll be around. You're not going to join us again?
Oh, look, yeah, we'll probably be back tomorrow at some point.
All right. Well, whether it's one each way, that's the final result.
Twisted our elbows, Andrew.
We do thank everyone for watching in, and join us tomorrow morning from around about 8:30. We'll be bringing you women's round 2 of the champion to champion pairs, but till then, it's good to...